for the Zimba coin.
There we go. Alright, now I just gotta fucking put the camera on here real quickly. There we go. Alright, you're good to go.
Excellent.
We're streaming now?
Alright. There we go.
Yes. We're streaming now.
Back to the hex quest in which I consistently die due to using a rapier as my choice of weapons. Alright, where am I? Wait, this is a big soul. Oh, I killed the Lost Center. Ooh, interesting. What do I have? Okay, so I killed all those enemies, that's right. An Iron Keep. That. I still have the Brightstone Cove.
Has that made
Killed the
Mangler?
Lost Center.
Yes, we are in Dark Souls 2 now, so much. Or we're back in Dark Souls 2 more actively. Bless you.
Okay.
Yes, no, so the poster. Yeah, so I'll have to take a look at that, see what's going on there. Actually, let me copy link over here.
Sure, I have everything.
Fucking PlayStation hit me with that. Okay, here we go.
Hold on.
Alright, so he has been downvoted 3 times, but for the most part, it doesn't look like it's going too harsh on him, so that's good at least. 209 views, only 3 downvotes. That's not too bad. His first one is claiming every one of Abzir's observations is a completely new universe, so infinite universes.
You know, I love how you guys go over this. I thought you mean like you go over it when I'm not staring at the screen that involves something else, but apparently they have different ideas.
You don't care. No,
I sort of do, but not as much as this.
It's literally the exact same like scans we've been seeing them use for a while now. So the only thing that kind of caught my attention was the tweet from Kamiya that he put at the bottom, saying that the events of the prequel at the start of Bayonetta 2, the Records of Time mission occurs in a different universe. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't Lopter show up in Records of Time?
I'm trying to remember what Records of Time is.
It's the very first mission. It's the very first mission where Bayonetta's fighting the angels in the clock tower as they fall. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Lopter appears at the end of that one.
Like in the prologue?
Yes, because the prologue takes place in a separate universe. So it's supposed to be a separate version of Bayonetta and Baldur. But if Lopter appears, we can now argue there's one Lopter per universe.
I'll have to go back and check exactly, but he might.
Because if he does, that's terrible for Bayonetta scaling in terms of like increases.
Well, that would mean that there's a Lopter.
That means there's
every timeline.
Yeah, so that means that Aesir being beyond time and space like is now super much more contextual to just one space time, and even then.
And this is kind of why I say that, like, regardless of what the interpretation is, the transcending space and time argument only really works when you have context. But even then, it can mean different things depending on who you're asking and what evidence is being presented.
Hello, Reggie. Hello,
like, I always just interpreted it as he has a place that exists outside of like conventional time and space that allows him to oversee the timelines.
Well, this also means he's not multiversal. Because even with, well, I mean, I guess you could argue he's multiversal based off the infinite visions.
He still could be, but I like you. What you assume is that it has nothing to do with that statement. that was my issue. Was that like I'm fine with him being in tier two. Like my issue is him being tier two off of that statement. Like I think there are better arguments.
Well, so the problem now
Like
is, yeah, so now we have to assume then that he gets 2A based off his infinite visions rather than anything else, because he doesn't scale to the multiverse, or at least he wouldn't scale to the main multiverse. Because there's an AZer in every single timeline if we assume that's the, like, fucking start. Now, that's assuming AZer shows up in the prequel. Just wait at Bayonetta 3 where we find out one of the Bayonettas is an AZer.
to me, I was just like, yeah, we got really busy while you were away.
Just had a discussion of a guy who argued base Spider-Man is inconsistent because he can jump off half the Empire State Building but not Queens neighborhood. Sounds about right.
Someone clearly has not played Ultimate Spider-Man.
The best Spider-Man. No, yeah, but that's about it. I was kind of expecting a little more here.
This is not good for me as a hex build.
Why
is this? Is typically.
Is he resistant to hex?
Oh wait, no, none of them are.
Hello, Zim. Also, great Sparta video. That's more Mangler's flourish. So you should be saying great job, Mangler, on that one. I was just there suffering and editing.
I created the entire script format and provided all the scans.
I was just the slave that got stuck there editing for 3.5 hours. Granted, Mangler was there to keep me company.
The entire time?
That you were just there to keep me company.
So I was also part of the editing.
Dude, no, you were not. You were barely. I was the one clicking the pictures, dragging them in. I was the one editing them.
I was literally the one telling you where you should be putting them.
Bruh.
You asked me questions.
I have to, because if I get it wrong, I gotta go back and do it again.
I know.
Great job, Mangler.
Yes. Just for future reference.
Also, someone was commenting like of a fucking storm there. I don't know if you saw the comments.
Yeah, I'm gonna go respond to that, but that guy missed a lot of. He missed a lot of information. He's also new to the chat again. Like I love how these channels these videos just bring out like people that have never commented on the streams or information at all. Like they never commented on the streams or the videos at any point in the channel, and I can check their message history. And they've never done it until like I make a video that disagrees with something that they've presented, which I mean that's fine.
It's entirely
feel free to voice your comment.
It's entirely possible that like maybe like because like the DMC videos kind of stopped for a while, because I think after DMC 5 dropped, I stopped making DMC videos for like 2 years. Maybe people are just looking for DMC videos again. This is just a new guy who showed up.
Sure. I just find that really funny that it's always like. It's always someone who's like, "Oh, your first comment," and I'm like.
Also, why may I talk about the Savior for like what felt like 30 minutes straight? It was like 20 minutes actually, but maybe.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The entire point of talking about the Savior was to explain why the Sparta scales. The guy in the comment section made the mistake of assuming a lot of information about like a lot of his positions kind of result from like his assumptions information. So like I think he said that like you should assume that like if Dante with Gilgamesh can break the soul of the Savior's foot, then he should scale above it, and DT Dante should scale above it. And I'm like, and I'm sitting there like I don't think you understood the context of it. So the fact is that Dante makes an assertion directly after attacking the Savior with all forms of attacks that he hadn't been able to do more
actually,
than chip away
so
its outer shell.
So what I was gonna say is, rather than actually respond to it directly, would you rather just make like a video, like reacting to the comments? Because that's like a what? It's like a 30.
Yeah, that'd be a little bit more conducive than me like sitting there and trying to like.
Yeah, and that way, like we can just like link it to the original video, specify like this is response to this comment, so some other dots that occurred there. Savior versus Black Beast from Blaze Boo. I do not know where the Black Beast scales. Hang on.
I was just gonna say that just generally speaking, it's like, whoa, camera off.
Hang on.
Oh. Okay, good sir. Prepare to die. Oh. That's doing numbers on my army. Drop them both. Oh. Slide to the left. Or I guess to the right, because I was facing the right. Oh, he just missed. Like, that wasn't even a dodge. He just missed that. That was a little sloppy on his part.
Alright.
Man, this area is hectic on no death runs.
So I got butthurt in the comment section because Dante doesn't one-shot people.
So that would have been fair if that was the point of the video, which I think, like, if I had been addressing the misconceptions as a part of a section of the big DMC video, that'd be fair, because I do believe, like, that is a huge misconception, is that Dante just skills above everything in the verse by a drastic margin, which I don't think that's true. But that wasn't what I was trying to explain in the video.
Well, so that's more a problem of, like, just how the series has always presented Dante in, like, all of his fights. Like, again...
Yeah, because the focus isn't like, oh, I punched him this one time, therefore I scale. Like, that's the focus of the story.
Yeah, he's doing his best psychometer. No, so, like, the fucking problem is, the problem with DMC in its games is it never really shows Dante struggling. DMC 5 is the first time we actually see that happen, I think. With the exception of DMC 1.
And 3. More than half the games.
No. So he loses the fight to Virgil in 3. You see him tie Virgil in 2. Granted, I guess you could argue he got punched by Beowulf. Trinity fades him.
Gets flattened into the ground by Beowulf, breathing hard, you know.
Did next to fucking nothing, really. But no. Actually, going out that one, well, that was my point, is like, you have to go find the expanded material to find out that Dante doesn't just fucking steamroll his own verse. He actually struggles.
I'm saying, like, there are examples of him struggling. Like, if you follow the games, he technically only struggles against the major antagonists. With the exception being DMC 3. But, like,
Laps in the bull Fumataris.
No. I mean, like we're talking like cutscenes.
Oh yeah.
They go by expanded lore. It's much more than that. He gets contested every single source material across the board.
Yeah. See that? Well, I think maybe you could argue, like, besides the Savior in 4, it would just be the Savior. You could maybe argue Agnus had something going on.
Agnes, Nero contests him.
All Nero contests is Dante's willingness to live.
No. Dante confirmed him.
No. I know. I've heard you talk about this for hours.
There's a direct statement for it. There's so many direct statements.
Please. I know. I was there. I heard you.
It hurts my soul so much to have to recite them, and then people find a way to be like, well, actually, what the developers were thinking about was this. I'm like, who are you to tell me what the developers are thinking about when I'm the one going and getting the interview?
I'm as confused with Mangler itself on Nero
just responding to my information.
They're confused since Nero's 25% demon. Yeah, so that one kind of got fixed with DMC 5. It was always weird assuming Nero was stronger than Dante when Nero at best would be 25% demon, unless we assume Virgil fucked another demon, which seems unlikely. However, no, I don't know how to change it back. I don't know how to change the color back. We're stuck like this now. But going off the...
I'm trying to remember if he actually has a weakness to dark hair.
I do. All I remember is you hit him in his core, I think, after a specific attack. I do not remember much about the Smelter Demon.
No.
He does not look like
he has a weakness. He's a weakness to lightning and poison.
Why the fuck would the Smelter Demon have a weakness to fucking poison?
That's what I asked myself when I was poisoning. I never really got an answer.
So going on that one, so yeah, no, a lot of people despise Nero scaling above. Funny enough, if you go on the DMC subreddit, they don't even think DMC 5 Nero beats DMC 4 Dante.
Yeah, it's just like,
listen, boys, this is what happens when you don't stay in gold. You get stuck in silver. You get stuck in silver forever.
And you fight the Smelter Demons.
So, don't be us. Always remember, be better. But DMC 5 Nero doesn't beat DMC 5 Dante, let's make that clear. I do find it interesting how Devilbringer has potential, has more power than Rebellion.
Depends on which version of 5 Nero and 5 Dante, because there are multiple versions of each.
I like to take place that Dante 4 is better than Nero 5 argument gameplay wise. Mangler facecam when? Mangler's the only guy in the group I've never seen in person. Or not in person, to be more accurately. He's the only person I ever met who I don't know what he looks like. I believe he looks like a calculator with glasses on. Zim, hello, Miso.
One might assume that I don't even have a face.
When the Nero
because
video
you haven't
coming?
even proved it.
I'm not doing a Nero video, or at least there's no point to do one because actually that I take that back. There might be a light reference video specifically pointing out all the evidence for Nero being stronger than Dante, maybe depending on how much like backlash occurs there.
There's gonna be massive like misconceptions addressed in 4 section and 5 section that will address that for stupid people. We're not doing an entire reference video on that.
It would literally take like 8 minutes, not even. It'd take like 5.
Most people in the community accept that Nero, like some versions of Nero skill.
Most people in the community don't believe there's even a book about the fucking game, and every time you tell them there's a book about the game, they're shocked.
They're like, "What?"
No.
I know they believe a lot of weird things. There's a lot. I never said there was consistency. I just said most of them seem to.
So DMC4 Nero is stronger than DMC4 Dante, right? Where are these videos coming out? Don't ask that question, poster. That you don't ask a girl. You don't ask a girl how old she is. You don't ask a YouTuber when a video's coming out.
Don't ask her how long it's gonna take for her to put on the makeup.
I'm gonna
ask us how long it's gonna take to get to weapon.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Capcom revealed they're bringing a translated version of DMC5's art book. It's coming out in December. There's no way in hell we're releasing the video before December. That art book is too valuable.
I mean, that's fine, but we're getting most of the scripts done before then.
Yeah, like obviously, but like don't expect that video before December. I'm trying to get the other side video out, and then after the other side video, I'm gonna try and fucking speed run the Final Fantasy 15 script to give you guys some fucking crumbs.
Oh yeah, let me go sit over here so I can
Yeah, Dark Crystals. He's only playing on Xbox right now. See that art book retconning that makes Nero fodder? Let's hope.
In-game Nero, in-game Dante. Yeah, no, Nero wouldn't be able to beat that Dante, but like keep in mind, like you have to understand that like periodically if Nero and Dante were to fight the same enemies for the same length of time, Nero would eventually surpass him because he has more human blood.
So then thoughts on Elden Ring
he also well, go ahead.
Oh, no. No, I was just asking what my thoughts were on Elden Ring getting a story, and I remember he asked it above earlier, because apparently Elden Ring's getting a manga, so finally very excited that From Software is handing over the story to somebody else so they can actually make a decent story.
Mangler, I had pre-con to see the video coming. Nice. Wanted me to join you on Dark Souls 2. That actually would be pretty cool, but unfortunately I don't have any online privileges, so you would not be able to join.
Help dying, need some more DMC knowledge. Hey Zan, will you ever do an update on how powerful Virgil? I got a fucking comment on how powerful Virgil like 3 days ago, telling me how Virgil's not light speed because of what I said about the camera not seeing his blade. Perfectly fair. But then he said that Trish is not faster than light because she had enough distance to move in between the particle beam Mundus fires between Dante and Mundus. And I was like, that's blatantly fucking wrong. She's on the other end of the fucking hallway, stuck on the fucking roof. The blast fire... No, like, he's like, she was close enough to jump. Bro, look at that room in actuality. Unless Moondish fucking shrunk that room for that blast, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no, I forgot that his particle beam, as it traveled, shrunk the opposite side of the room towards it.
Anyone here just like the video for... Anyone here just like the video for support going back to World? No. Alright, thank you, Daryl, for showing up. Appreciate it.
As for Nero scaling to Dante, like, Dante blatantly states he might be stronger than me. Agnes states, purely speaking in terms of raw power, Nero has more than he does. He just doesn't know how to use it. Nero literally destroys an enemy that Dante concedes he can't defeat. Yeah, no, it's very clear that Nero at full strength is stronger than DMC4 Dante.
Basically,
that's not really like debatable.
Basically, the argument just on the table is just that Dante himself, while Nero is stronger, Dante's just better.
Every single character, it isn't just Dante. Agnes, Dante, Nero, every single person on screen agrees with this assertion. It isn't like one person's assuming it; every single person assumes it. So you just have to like bury your head in the sand and ignore evidence. That's essentially the only way that you can like reconcile that. You just have to ignore literal statements and just be like, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. But like that's just extremely dishonest at that point. That's literally a, I don't like it, so therefore it doesn't count. I'm gonna assume that he can't shoot me from down there, which is probably true. Ooh, nice. Also, yeah, pure sorcery, Miso is pretty good. Um, kind of nice with pure hex as well, but you have to stay at mid range. Otherwise, you don't really have the advantage that you might think you do, because you need to have enough time to cast your spells, but not let people close the gap, obviously. And make sure you have the stone ring. That way, you'll have enough. You'll have enough leverage to hit heavily armored enemies, like I'm hitting right now.
No, I don't think. No. So I don't know what the fuck Mangler was saying. I don't think the guy was saying Virgil isn't light speed. What the guy was saying is that some of my arguments for Virgil's light speed were trash. And the DMC4 one I made is weak for sure. I can completely understand that one being weak. But the particle beam one was just silly. Trish was close enough to jump between them. No, they wasn't. Go back and watch it. Again, even if she was close enough to jump between it, she moves after the beam is fired. So regardless,
it's also not correct to say that because she's not in a jumping position. Her legs aren't on a surface where she can get leverage. They're attached to the wall.
So like regardless, the situation there is just ultimately one of like DMC4 over Nero versus first form Yerzin. First form Yerzin still wins.
Okay, hang on a minute, Knight Slayer. He should not have more power than Dante. I don't care about Super fucking Divine. He should not have more potential than freaking Dante. Okay, so do you realize why Dante is strong at all in DMC? Knight Slayer, just out of curiosity. I'll help you out here. It's a big hint. It has to do with the name of the guy that we named the reference video after that we just did.
Oh, Knight Slayer, I'm not stuck in silver. I'm gold now.
It's Sparta. The entire reason he has any feats or powers at all is because of his father, Sparta. Okay, so you want to know what the reason why Nero has any feats or powers at all? It's because of his father, Virgil.
Are you sure about that?
Okay, so like the assertion that he wouldn't have more potential or more power than him is just like fallacious. Like, what would be the particular reason? He has the feats, he has the context. Every single person, including Dante himself, could see this. He's literally using the sword empowered from Yamato, or empowered from Virgil, that has Virgil's demonic energy in it. And he demonstrates consistent feats that scaling to this level. You can argue like specific versions or the specific context. I'm saying there are versions in both 4 and 5 that scale to Demon King level Dante's. Well, actually, technically every single Dante from like 3's manga onwards is Demon King, quote unquote.
But can Nero guard fly?
Depends on.
It's a valid question to ask. Can Nero guard fly?
DMC5 Wicked Virgil dying at the beginning of 5 Nero. Devil, why do you make that? Why do you say that like that's like not a feat for Virgil? People unironically say that as a counter argument when it's like you just conceded that dying Virgil is stronger than 4 Dante.
Remember talks about sound sped up? He does. Also, someone's knocking on his door.
Yeah. Never mind, we have no problems. Wait, someone's messaging me? Oh, Neil was just sending me something. Okay, back to the chat. Wait, I gotta sneak past this flame wall. This looks dangerous. Oh, there's the ladder.
Yes, Mangler does talk relatively fast, and yet you'd be surprised how often he struggles to finish fucking his videos in a timely manner.
Yeah, but it's also because like I have to talk slower to people, and also communicate as much information as possible in a short frame of time, and somehow still some people manage to try and try and find holes in my arguments. But like a lot of those comments that the guy made, like I think he just has a clear misunderstanding of what I'm trying to address, which is the point of the video is to scale sort of. It's not to explain well, okay, it does explain misconceptions regarding the Savior, yes. But like if I wanted to make it about the Savior, I would literally put like 20 misconceptions on screen to debunk every single one of them and be like, it's entirely possible that you could have more, but you need to address every single one of these pieces of information. As I imagine being a Mangler and VC, we can both speak quickly. Oh no. There can be only one.
Hey Zam, me still waiting for Chunks for Silver Hedgehog to be the next episode this season. They already confirmed what the next episode's gonna be? No.
There's a few for both Virgil and Dante according to these. Some take it as Virgil is still Michelangelo level feat, kind of downplaying it off of it. I find that really hilarious, that people just think that Virgil didn't get stronger after one. It's like the dude is literally alive in the demon world for 16 years. You think he didn't get stronger? When, based on Burial's statements, we can confirm that he did something that Burial used to identify him as being not human but like human, which means he was fighting somebody. Like that is literally the dumbest argument I could. I think they keep doing this little stomp thing. That's new. I've never actually seen that before. Interesting. Also, I guess I should have mentioned this, but beginning of the stream, we're going to the old Iron King.
Yes. How's James Bond beat fucking John Wick? What the fuck?
Oh, that's pretty easy if you use what's it called? Daniel Craig's Bond. So he has better physical durability feats and better accuracy feats. So he falls like John Wick, I think in the second or the third, third movie, right? When the hotel comes under siege. The Continental.
So
right?
Is this a case of so then what's the scenario for the fight then? Do they just not fight each other like directly?
No. They do. I'm saying like unless it's like hand-to-hand combat isn't also like a complete stomp. I would say John's like better, but like physical durability wise, like James Bond has literally fallen off of like a 96 to 100 foot tall like train like thing. I'm having difficulty describing what it is exactly. It's like this European like countryside like train thing in Skyfall, and he gets shot. He actually doesn't just fall off of it. He gets shot off of the side of it with a high caliber rifle, and presumably falls to his death. And they figure out later he has like a minor in his shoulder. It did take him a little bit of time to recover from it, but it was not something that completely put him out of commission. And the same fall, well, actually a substantially smaller one happened to John Wick, and he is completely incapacitated by it. Like he barely crawls off, and he's presumed dead. Which Bond is also presumed dead, but the difference is that Bond wasn't completely wiped out and was a much bigger fall. So if the same fall happened to James Bond, he actually would have been mostly fine. He has also been shot in the arm and the waist and areas like that in No Time to Die, and he's still while he's limping, he's still fine.
J1 gave Bond all the advantages that matter. This seems a little fucking. I guess.
So it depends. If you're using a composite Bond, yeah. If you're using normal James Bond, you have to use John Wick, or not John Wick. You have to use Daniel Craig. I don't think any of the other Bonds really have enough. Especially not if you're using Roger Moore or Sean Connery. Those guys are. See, a lot of people that see James Bond just assume oh yeah, Sean Connery or Roger Moore or George Lazenby, those are the. No, the real feats come from Daniel Craig's run. Some of the things he does there are just not human.
Did you kill
thematically?
Hang on, did you kill the old Iron King?
No.
I was gonna say, I did not see you fucking kill him.
I guess after enough time, Nero was surprised Dante, but it just annoys me that Nero's only 25% redeemable. Dante and Virgil is 50% redeemable. Well, you realize the pure source of Slayer. You realize that the pure source of demonic power is human blood, right? That's the strongest form of it. And between Nero and between Dante and Virgil, Nero is consistently, between the two of them, is self-actualizing the most out of all of them. He also has access to a power that literally gives him the ability to drain energy from every single energy source in the series, and he's also consistently interested in using his humanity, even more so than Dante is. So he has every single advantage that all the Sparta does, and he's using every single power amp consistently, all the time, all day, every day, as often as he can. Which is not the case with Dante and Virgil. Virgil literally rejects his humanity until 5. Dante doesn't fully accept his demonic side and doesn't self-actualize as often, and doesn't well, at least at bare minimum, he is not like convinced he needs to win every fight as if it's life or death. He doesn't go all out all the time and consistently try to crush people. Whereas like Nero's best feats, some of his best feats in the series are specifically from protecting Kydia, fighting for Kydia's sake. Which unironically makes it stronger. Oh wow, that damage is not great.
Up and doing. What? It'll be fine, Mangler.
We'll say that is definitely helping a lot more. Oh no. We get another one in. I'd rather get hit over there. Than get hit over here. I have had times where I've been hit by the old Iron King, and I've been knocked back into that, what's it called?
Mangler, apparently debunk Universal Kingdom Hearts.
Hang on a sec. I have to kill the Dark Souls boss. Yeah, so you guys see this lava pit right here? Over here?
No.
That's like against the wall. You'll see it when I turn around after killing the boss. Like, this lava pit is where I have died so many times, because when he hits you, the attack will go straight back into this area, and it's just big enough to where he can kill you if you're hit from, like, a couple different angles. That has killed me more times in this boss fight than anything else. That's why this boss fight is best done if you have a little bit of a couple arrows, mainly like just high physical stats. Lightning is super good. Sorcery is decent. Bulwark versus Burial. Bulwark's probably going to take that. Wait, no. I'm going to do the DLCs. No. Do people unironically think that dying Virgil ripping off Nero's arm isn't a feat for him? That's because people that assume that think that Nero is just, like, vaguely above, like... Again, I'm probably guilty of this partially, because initially I did think that Nero was, like, tier 4, but my reasoning behind that was that, A, there was no feats in the main game that showed it, and B, like, Visions of E hadn't demonstrated the feats. Also, because Vision, Deadly Fortune at the time didn't actually provide proper feats for Nero, aside from, like, the one statement at the end. Because most of it, like, while it was translated, it wasn't translated very well. Or at least well enough to where you could get... well enough to where you could get Agnes' statements. Agnes' information confirms all of the stuff and the evidence about the Savior, which is what you need to explain neuroscaling. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot. Doing good, don't forget to hydrate. Well, see, unfortunately, I am not running a sorcery build, so I don't have access to the rogue water. So I do not have the capacity to hydrate. Bunk Universal KH go. None of the worlds except for Stitch's world are stated to be universe. There we go. Like the different flows of time is referring to time dilation, not specifically like in dimensional space-time continuum. And then I'm just referring. Well, when I say when you say universal cage, in my mind, what that means is the worlds being universes, not cage having universal scaling. Because that is true. It's just it only scales to God use. In most people's eyes, it scales to far more than which I would disagree with. Oh, that's right. I have to get spells. Affinity. Fuck. You think they're so quiet?
Sorry, I'm over here trying to grind up a little bit on this fucking League of Legends card game, and I have to fucking sit down and fucking do like 3,000 Galaxy Brain plays just to get one fucking challenge.
Sorry to hear that. Oh, sweet. We got an infinite supply of Batman shards now. Nice.
Mangler, will you play Bayonetta when it comes out?
I will. I don't know if streaming is going to be an option though. Actually, if I can't figure out a streaming setup by the time, like, you know, like by 2 weeks or so after, like, Bayonetta 3 drops, I'm kind of just because, like, I'm pretty sure, like, the issue is mainly with the Switch, not with me, because it just has, like, so much fucking. Unless Kyle can get footage, and then I can just send him like the same. Well, I won't be able to take screenshots of it, but like I can just timestamp everywhere where I got all of my information and send him a list of stuff. If he's able to record it, if not, then he doesn't have to hold that off.
He's asking what level you are.
Unpopular opinion: KDA amps the savior without Nero. KDA stronger than nothing. Why is that an unpopular opinion? It's just fact. Don't you know that it was KDA that created the primordial chaos?
Zim, who wins Kratos versus Bayonetta, go? Good question. I think personally right now, AP-wise, I think, depending on where you scale Kratos, he's technically higher in than she is. Because Kratos could potentially scale the 2A, depending on how you want to take the situation.
So the weird thing is that both of them have a 2A cosmology, but neither one of them scales to it.
Well, Kratos has technically a better argument if you assume the world tree scales above the well.
He has a better argument, but the problem is that if you take the argument, especially off of the fragment splinter and the way that works, you have to scale Bayo to the same thing, and then Bayo just claps him in every stat category then. If you make, like, see, this is the kind of problem with, like, making the language arguments that a lot of God of War scales. It's not God of War's fault, it's mainly the people who represent it. That if you use the language for the immeasurable speed arguments, you have to apply the same with Bayo. And she would have much better arguments for immeasurable speed. The only thing that holds her back is specifically the way that time travel is used in the series.
Lies!
Otherwise, the series is
deceptions! Every day more lies. No wonder everyone's like, Mangler's just out here downplaying God of War.
Hey, I mean, I would love to have a direct statement in a verse that's intended to be written blatantly. It's almost like that's how it's supposed to be written, or something.
Lies.
I mean, Bayonetta's out here having better arguments, better information for blatant statements. Bayonetta's not blatant. Have you seen Bayonetta? Have you seen Bayonetta?
Mangler, I just need you to stop your downplaying, please.
Which one am I downplaying? Bayonetta or God of War? It's either one or the other, apparently.
What day is it?
Sunday.
Then it's God of War day! Zim, no hate on Bale. Zim, will Mangler rage quit today? He can only be here he can't be here the entire time, so I don't think he'll rage quit. I think he'll tough it out.
If people keep interrupting me, then, you know, maybe.
You just keep
moving.
moving.
Not you guys, my stupid family.
Bro, I've seen Garflight's good stuff. I think if we're talking just abilities, I've made it no secret. I genuinely believe Kratos has next to no fucking abilities. Even fucking like Devil gets on my ass about that nowadays. Did I tell you fucking the other day? I said Kratos had no abilities during Devil's stream, And Devil sends me a link to God of War Ragnarok developer interview, where apparently there they confirm Kratos amps his weapons with elements, and I'm like, well, shit, that took a fucking while.
So all that confirms is that he now has a special attack for the weapons that gives them elemental properties, and I'm like, okay. But he already had that in lore. Like, I wanted that for gameplay purposes. They didn't change anything fundamentally about the combat. It's exactly the same. A little bit more polished. It's exactly the same. Talking gameplay, not power.
Yeah, no. So I mean, so I'm just over there like, I don't know. I just don't really think Kratos wins most. I mean, I've already said it before on the channel. I think that fucking unironically, fucking like Goku has a good chance of being fucking Kratos.
He needs more lore and bestiary statements. Like, he needs like better statements in his enemy profiles in the game, and better surrounding context statements in the secondary source material. That's what he needs to buff up his defensive game. Because the problem with Kratos is that he has enormously bad disadvantage. He needs better ways to manage that with better hit factors, better resistances, better things that more easily complement a lot of this stuff. So, for example, his raid is like a really important part of his arsenal. Why don't they make that more valuable? So, like, every time he gets angry, he gets like better abilities instead of I just hit harder and faster. Like, how about I hit hard and then, like, my anger creates fire that burns your soul?
No, Goku loses easy.
Or like steals your power.
You think Goku loses easily to Kratos?
Lightning short bow. Got to get rid of that. What is this?
Hang on, I'm currently playing Kane over here in Legends of Runeterra. Got that Kane level up. Always good. May I ask why you think Goku loses easily to Kratos? Or are you gonna argue for the speed thing? Because I said so. You got baited. Isn't Kratos 2C? Do you think Goku's not like below 2C or 2C? Like Power of Hope? Oh damn! Devil's got me with that Power of Hope. Shit.
All Bayo needs to beat Kratos is Witch Time. I mean, she has other hacks aside from Witch Time.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Interdimensional.
Shut the fuck up.
I've never seen a matchup where people are like, man, she'll get speed blitz. I'm like, but Purgatory though.
Shut the fuck up. Who let you speak?
True. This is Kratos equalized. No, so people call us the Kratos down players, but then you guys ask stupid questions like that.
You drove.
Okay, you're worse than they are.
No, dude, Kratos is like one of the shittiest fighters with some of the shittiest kits. Bro, Kratos is a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck.
What does Hugero have in terms of like soul defenses?
Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing.
Then how would he beat Kratos?
Actually, all joking aside for a minute, technically the Hanmas do have the ability to appear as souls and shit, so technically they have something.
There you go. You got something now. Oh wait, now I remember what I was doing.
No, I'm probably worse than you are when it comes to that. I don't talk about God War scaling too often, but like if you tell me a match between Kratos with someone who's on his fucking level, I usually believe Kratos loses.
It's mainly just the resistances. So like disadvantage in a versus matchup curtails resistances, physiology, and like power creep amongst like various forms of abilities. Along with like
he also has like no fucking range on his abilities. Even some of his more like casual scaling. I kind of question how legit it actually is, because I'm one of the people, when you tell me like Kratos is infinite speed based off the light of Helios, I'm like, I saw God of War 3. He wasn't beating the light of Helios when he went to go kill Helios. That's all I'm saying.
I'm the kind of guy that just gives them the benefit of the doubt and says infinite speed across the board. I just explain stats don't matter. Because when people want to talk to me about him winning, I'm like, let's talk about his kits.
I
Stop talking about his stats. Talk about his kids.
I found out I did have P3 still downloaded, so that's all ready to go. However, I'm going to wait until Newman finishes a thumbnail.
So basically, Kratos is a dual monsters guy with a 5Ds deck.
Don't want double hear you say that.
You mean... So I don't know if I understand the analogy. So he's like a Gen 1 duelist with like a Gen 3 deck?
Why would you say some...
More like an end of Gen 1.
It's confirmed Hermes can... No. I know it's confirmed Hermes can dodge his light. My fucking issue with that is that Kratos can't dodge Kratos is not faster than Helios' light. That's where I have so many issues with that statement. But, like, I understand that statement exists.
Also, Mecha, I think Sekros was, when he said 5Ds, he didn't mean 5th dimensional. He meant, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Like the 3rd generation Yu-Gi-Oh!
Actually, he's just as faster. So I remember if I recall correctly, it's in the novel Zeus attacks Hermes. Yes, I saw that one.
Yeah, so you want to know what the context for that is? So you can argue he's faster because he fights Kratos, but not because of the novel. The novel, that's a disingenuous scene for a couple reasons. So Hermes in that situation is actually trying to get Zeus's favor in that conversation because he's trying to get his job back after Iris replaced him when he was manipulated by the Fate. But he's not in a combat-centric mood. He's not trying to, he's not combat ready. He's going there to beg for Zeus's forgiveness. And people take that to interpret when Zeus is just getting, super angry and pissed off due to fear, that he shoots a lightning bolt at Hermes at, point-blank range. And they interpret that to mean he blitzed Hermes. I'm like, that's a bit disingenuous. I would just argue a better
oh,
argument.
Yeah? Is this coping tactics from Mangler?
No, so a better argument would just be he fights, stronger and faster versions of Kratos who have the boots of Hermes attached to his body. That's a much better argument. Than, he fired a lightning bolt at a guy at point-blank range that didn't want to fight him and dodge him, was literally begging for his forgiveness and wanted his job back. This is like saying that, I'm trying to use an example here. Imagine a wrestler is, fired from representing a specific name brand in wrestling, and he's going up to his manager, to, I guess, just train them on the side, and he's saying he's out of shape when the guy just came there to beg for his employment back, and he's out of shape because he couldn't dodge him in a specific move when the guy didn't come there to fight. And it's basically completely off guard.
Girls of Power.
That would be a little bit
Bates DMs, you want Dante with the power of Sparta? What universe?
Percy Jackson did Kratos equalize? No. Percy Jackson doesn't have enough defensive hacks. He's good for his tier, but not for Kratos.
Bro, that's fucking crazy. Speaking of fucking tiers, I'm seeing a lot of nothing going on in fucking the stream.
I know. I'm trying to think of where to go. Let's see. I've got I'll just go to the Doors of Pharaohs. Didn't Bayonetta and her Demon Masquerade abilities alone beat Kratos? I'm trying to remember what the Demon Masquerade is. Is that the new one that's shown in Bayonetta 3?
Fuck if I know.
See, the thing is that if I could play Bayo 2 on my console, I would immediately remember what all of her specific demon names and powers are. But because I have to open up the Switch, it's like I'm opening up a separate memory for it. Well, I mean, technically I am opening a separate memory, but I feel like I remember information differently if it's happening on one console versus another.
Imagine King Poison while being a god. Are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, I just apply that sentiment to 10 to 15 different status conditions, and technically you have a lot of gods in fiction. As imagine getting hit by this status condition when you're supposedly a god. It's well, sometimes being a god doesn't mean anything, but the context you give it. Oh shit.
And Ukrainian Beta doesn't even need the Masquerade to fucking make shit happen currently.
I love how there's a fucking rat in the water that inflicts.
Wow.
Basically, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is about someone taking over the world with Uno cards. Anglo, don't talk about wrestling. Reggie, why do you keep trying to give me advice? You're just like, this is a no-no. Stay hydrated. Don't die. Don't talk about wrestling. I'm like, okay, buddy.
Okay, so this is gonna be an easy.
Thanks for giving me the reason to play DMC4 again. I can see the saber's importance now. I mean, it has the same relevance in game, which is that you can't interact with it, mess around with it, and your attacks do nothing to it. Which is exactly one of the points I was making in the video, is that your experience is the same way Dante is feeling. I mean, I guess that's not necessarily a struggle.
Oh, I got scared there for a moment. Holy fuck. I was playing DMC1 and DMC2 for the first time. DMC2 is the better game.
Also, Samaj, you want to play DMC4, don't kid yourself. That has nothing to do with us. You'll take any excuse you can to play that game, because, I mean, in your eyes, it's pretty much the only DMC.
Okay, so I saw what you're talking about with the death hacks. I talked to Mangler about this. I disagree with that being inherently death hacks, or at least I don't think that's what one should assume when looking at that scan.
What are we looking at?
So what happened is fucking Fetty or Hasai Viper here is saying fucking the Dogs Aphrodite have death hacks or whatever. Just scan that. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what I personally think on that scan. I saw the scan.
That.
I don't think that's death hacks. I think that's them fucking the guys to death. I don't think that's inherently they kill people. I think it's that they fuck people to death and that Kratos just doesn't want to fuck them. I don't think that's directly death hacks. Or,
There's nothing that indicates their life ceases to exist because their lifespan was cut short or something. Which is usually how we indicate that, like, death hacks is in play.
Someone, he'll give you $5. What the fuck?
Alright, let me...
You call that death hacks? No, you don't call it death hacks. I'm not saying that fucking having sex with them inherently kills you. I'm saying they will fuck you so much, they will kill you through fucking you. Think like Futurama snoo scene.
Well, so the point he was making is that, like, no normal man was able to, like, withstand that. But that doesn't mean, like, he needs to resist, like, his lifespan.
It is no different from real life, then?
He can just have superhuman stamina.
Yes, because
That's really all it is.
Because what they said specifically is, I think their exact words are, the captain wasn't man enough to like sleep with us, or he wasn't like man enough to take us on. Maybe you'll be different, I think is what they say.
Yeah, they specifically say he wasn't man enough.
A hentai protagonist with better abilities than Kratos. You'd actually be surprised on that one. Hello, Jeremy. But when you ask to Genius to have more money than Monkey gives you fight, what the fuck? I want to see SMTX DMC crossover, not just a Dante cameo.
That's also a very, very kind of low position to argue Kratos having death manipulation from having sex. I mean, I don't know if that was the intention, but like.
I'm assuming it would. I'm assuming the argument is he resists death manipulation on a physical touch level. So, like, let's say like Death from Supernatural touches him, he can't kill him. Actually, how far would that resistance even?
Specifically.
No, like
I'm specifically assuming it was done for the purposes of arguing layered hacks or layered resistances.
No, like
if you can't give Kratos new resistance, just buff his old ones.
No, like unironically, how exactly how effective would that we even argue that hacks that like death resistance is?
Wait, what?
Like how like effective would we even argue that death resistance or death hacks like resistance death hacks is?
We wouldn't even argue it's that effective at all because, like, the problem is that it only activates specifically after a sex scene. So, like, you have to assume they all died, like, instantly, but that's not confirmed. Especially since they said they died from doing us, as in plural, meaning this person was able to have sex and intercourse with two individual people before they freaking died. Which is especially what puts it into question. But if that's actually death hacks, that is the worst death hacks I've ever seen. Because if it takes you, like, you know, I mean, well, it kind of depends on how long you interpret a sex scene, but it could be anywhere from, like, 5 to, like, 15 minutes per person. That's a long length of time to kill a person. Like, at that point, just fight them.
Why is the difference? Well, how do you even like argue for different layers of death hacks here then? Because you're saying like it's death hacks, it's just death hacks. Okay, so how do you argue for different layers?
What, are you asking me?
Well, no, like I mean, because Faye's here saying like oh well, it's like hang on, how am I do this? How am I?
What's the difference between physical or ranged death hacks and illicit? Well, so the difference is that one is effective in combat and the other is not. It's the death steps. That's not enough. If the death hack says I have to have sex with you and it takes like 15 minutes to kill you, that's not an effective ability. If the ability is I have death hacks and I can throw a projectile attack that you have difficulty dodging and doesn't require me to be in physical contact with you and can affect you immediately, that is a good hacks. Like, the comparison here is that I have less things that I have to do. You have more problems you have to deal with. So more disadvantage for you, more advantage for me, equals better ability. Think of it in the context of a fighting game. The less effort that I have to apply and the more problems that it causes for you, the better overall it is. Any excuses at all excuses? Oh god.
People who do it with Zim get hit with disappointment. Pain. Oh, are you fucking serious? Damn it.
The results are the same, Mangler, just killing the target. No, it's not, though. Because if I have to take 15 minutes to kill you, that is infinitely less effective, or well, I guess, technically thousands of times less effective than an attack that just kills me, like, in 2 seconds. Well, the results is not the same. Like, if you have an ability in a fighting game that takes the entire match to activate, as opposed to, like, 6 frames, we're not going to sit here and argue these two things are the same level of effectiveness. That would just not be correct. Again, the result is the same, killing the target, even if it resets. It resets and then it resets. Well, so like, that's completely separate from the fact that that's not death manipulation. It has to do with the stamina. I'm saying that if that's an example for death manipulation, that is the worst death manipulation I have ever seen. It is really bad.
Fuck, where's Kane at? Damn it! Get the fuck out here, you worthless ass fucking edgelord! Oh my god, I'm gonna murder this man. I'm going to murder this man, holy shit.
I would say it's one of the funniest ways to use it. It's silly, for sure. Also, Chad, as you were seeing, the rapier, while it is good in some matchups, it is not the best in all matchups.
Did Mangler die? Where's the counter? No counter. No counter from Mangler. Too many deaths. Too many deaths.
Can't be more than devils. You guys are over here criticizing my gameplay, but what about Devil? Devil's playing God of War 3 and all he does is press square, square, triangle when he's got, like, at least 3 other different combo moves that are just as effective. Unironically, the one God of War game where you can do more than square, square, triangle, and he's like, alright, all I can do is square, square, triangle.
Damn, you're just gonna throw Devil down the bus like that, is he?
I am. Devil, if you're there, you need to listen to this. You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh wait, did I leave my souls in there? I did leave my souls in there. That's unfortunate. One might even say, embarrassing.
How embarrassing! There. I have fulfilled my quota. God, I fucking hate you, King, you worthless piece of shit. I have 18 cards in my deck and I haven't drawn my other champ. I will fucking murder you, King.
It seems my range is not good enough. Let's try throwing.
Yeah, they added Kane Legend of Runeterra, and this fucking worthless ass piece of shit's not popping up my fucking deck. Or he's not popping up my fucking field. Fucking loser. See, this is why your master and your family died.
Oh no.
Oh look, 11D Bayo. Yeah, no,
No.
11D Bayo's out there. You know, it's out there. Thank you, Gwen, for not being useless, unlike another fucking edgelord I know.
Thank God his attacks are actually damaging his own rats.
So yeah, I should be being productive right now, like working on the novel, but I'm just taking a quick little break, playing a League of Legends card game.
You know,
Trash.
if my
Oh, is this the Royal Rat King?
I can't hit him because my freaking I can't get rid of the rats.
What do we all say to that, ladies and gentlemen? I believe we have a specific term we say for that. I believe the term we use is something that starts with an S and then has another word with I in it. Oh, what could it be?
Skills it.
Ah, there it is. Skill issue.
No, I was reading something else. But thank you. So there was 11D because skill issue? Oh, well. Are you telling me that in order for Bayo to not be 11D, I have to be skilled with this game? Well, then be happy if you're 11D Bayo.
Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, now Kane's fucking me over. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he? Fuck, I think I lose before I actually get a chance to even summon him. Son of a bitch.
Okay, I need something to take out those enemies at that range.
Holy.
And my Dark Orb does not have that range. Now, if I wasn't playing like pure Hex, I would probably just equip a Soul Arrow and just shoot those fuckers. But, like, you know. Wait, actually, hang on. Yeah, that's not nearly enough. We need a weapon that can...
How about that? Go sleep by that,
side.
Laters. There's time by Reggie.
Well, I am able to use dark weapons.
I mean, there's literally a statement in the mobile game that states Rouser past Hokuto, so yeah. Oh, I think that's game for me. I think that's game for me. Actually, she is not vulnerable. I might survive this.
Question is, do we have a dark white stone? Hopefully we do. I didn't spell any of mine.
Okay, so drop this one here. This one.
So
here.
we've got poison, we've got bleed, we've got raw. We have no dark white stone. Crap.
You guys all sold now. It's bad. Anyway, excited for John Wick versus James Bond. Unfortunately, the matchup got spoiled up above 15 minutes, so don't look up. Alright, skill the other side. That took me a month. Yeah, no, scaling the other side does not take long. Writing the script for scaling the other side, that's been taking a fucking while. Bless you.
Wait, I wonder if Affinity could track them. Let's see.
Like, I've already got the scripting done. I just have to fucking, like, finish the fucking... I just gotta actually, like, finish writing the damn thing.
Alright. Now, attunement. Alright, I definitely need, like, 1 or 2 more levels.
I'll go saw some English. I see.
The Soul of Proud Knights. Our Soul of Brave Warrior.
That's a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so we play this. Play this into you. And you, I think, hit... No, you do not hit 7. But I'll take it anyways. Fudge, you all... You're not allowed to spoil until your version comes out.
Go to the... Let's go steal. Let's see if Strad has something for us in the form of the Smelter Demon Soul.
Oh, are you serious? Okay. Shit. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is gonna be a tough. This is gonna be a tough match to survive. Okay, so you here, you here, you here. Okay. That guy's ramped. Indeed it is.
Wait a minute. Do you have a Dark Lights stone or whatever the hell? No, you have to. You're literally a dark dude. Like you just carry dark spells. Well, I mean, I guess you carry miracles and pyromancy, but
Oh yeah, just go ahead and paint him with the broad strokes, because that's what you want to do.
But actually, no, he's not the guy that. It's I think it's Agadan, the Grave Warden of the Undead Crypt. Oh wait, but that's after Dragolate Castle. What the fuck they gotta fuck hexes like this? They're just like, here are all the cool spells. I'm like, alright, bitchin', how we do? I'm like, you get them at the end of the game. Fuck you too.
How am I gonna do this? Fuck me. Yeah, he goes in for the all attack. That's obvious.
Spider-Man is nowhere near Continental. I think it depends on what. Well, actually, I don't know if there's a specific version of Spider-Man that gets to Continental specifically, but there are versions that are higher and lower than that. If that means anything, probably doesn't.
Alright, I think I get a round 2 here. Yeah, they kept John Hard. And for some reason, they wait for the 4th movie.
Because if Death Battle's learned anything, it's that waiting doesn't change anything. At least in their case, because they don't bet on the right people.
Alright, let's try this again. Holy shit, Kane, you fucking fucked me, you worthless piece of shit. You disgrace to mankind, you human fucking walking feces.
Jeez.
No, fuck this man. This man, I need this man to fucking come in and heal, and this man's like, I'm gonna go fuck myself. Why Bond would use a car? I don't know. I haven't seen the fight. I finished 353 Chapter Web 2 in less than a week. Oh, hope you enjoyed it.
Why would Bond use a cart? Are you serious? Is that a genuine question? Like, James Bond, like, one of his most iconic assets for most of the Bond films is a car of some kind. Especially, like, Roger Moore and Sean Connery's Bonds. Well, actually, no, he uses cars a lot in the Daniel Craig ones. He has prototype ones that he uses in Skyfall, and especially in No Time to Die. That's in a Death Battle fight. Still, I mean, if they mention him having car, it's completely fair. Assuming they did their correct research, of course. I'm really giving them the benefit of the doubt. I'm saying that is completely normal in the context of his arsenal. Hell, if they had gone with Pierce Brosnan's car, that thing's fucking invisible. For some reason. Actually, no, it was completely fair to be an invisible spy movie. Oh. Let that one slide.
Okay, that's not that I want Bond winning. And probably.
Where the hell is... Oh, wait. I went the wrong way. But of course I went the wrong way. On AG-47 versus Uncle Ruckus for the Boondocks. Fuck.
Okay, okay.
They use the game beats for Bond in the comic. It was unfair to begin with. I'm gonna be honest. Even if you used just movie feats for just Daniel Craig's Bond, he definitely, like, physical stat wise and accuracy wise, he has better feats than John Wick. He, like, there is literally a feat in No Time to Die where he is, like, on the ground in a fetal position when his daughter's in a hostage situation, and he headshots 3 men in a quarter of, like, a second from different angles of the room. Like, there's no accuracy feat in any of the John Wick movies that even comes close to that. And all of these guys are not only in a better position than him, they all have their guns trained on him at different corners of the room, and they're ready to fire at a moment's notice if he even so much as moves. And he manages to headshot all of them before any of them manage to pull the trigger on their guns. Like, again, I'm really assuming a lot of Death Battle here by assuming it went with, like, stuff, but, like, John Wick losing to Daniel Craig's Bond is the objectively correct, like, result of that matchup. If you say he wins against other Bonds, like, that's probably fair, assuming you don't give, like, Bond, like, his most obscene equipment. But, like, standard scenarios, yeah, he'd probably win against most versions of Bond. But either Composite Bond or Daniel Craig's Bond, like, no, John Wick just does not have the tools.
Wait, she was a credit side? Yeah, she did. Fuck. Okay.
I still don't get why not wait for the movie. And again, it might just be, like, in my opinion, not waiting for the movie would just be more so because, like, if I were choosing to do so, it would be because does it, like, usually, like, new source material doesn't change the outcome of a fight, not one that's, like, that close. I think the reason Death Battle specifically chose to do it is because they wanted Bond to win, because they're just more familiar with it, and maybe they're just, like, he's more likable, because he is a more popular character than John Wick. He's been around a lot longer. He has a cult following, like, just the nature of things. I don't know, like, I would have to see the Death Battle myself. Well, when I do, I'll be able to give you, like, the more depth. Oh wow, I missed that guy. Oh, this rapier is not treating me well. Oh wait, that's why it wasn't doing damage to the old Iron King.
Why?
It's because my rapier does fire damage. The only reason it was even doing any real damage was because it was infused with dark. If it wasn't infused with dark, it would have done, like, nothing.
Okay, can I survive this without...
Actually, it's a miracle that it was doing anything to the Smelter Demon, then. Smelter Demon much have actually had a weakness to dark, then. Or, like, no resistance to it. And my dark stat's pretty good, so... maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about.
No, you're fine. Okay, let's fucking do this. Holy shit. I do not think I come out of this on top. Fuck.
Is the games even canon? I have not looked into the canonicity of the games. But, like... oof, some of the feats in the game... well, so I kind of have to ask, did they composite Bond? Because if they composited Bond and gave him all of the games, oh yeah, John Wick has no fucking chance. There's some of the stuff, even in just, like, GoldenEye, like, some of the stuff that, like, Bond has to do.
You wanna fight?
Like,
I'm right here, motherfucker!
No, seriously, like he has some decent feats in GoldenEye. But the GoldenEye video game basically takes all of his feats and ramps them up to 11 by having him fight obscene, disgusting amounts of enemies in, like, military armor and Spec Ops armor with, like, nothing but, like, a Walther PK and, like, a submachine gun, and he just mows down legions of these fucking enemies. And technically, if you actually go by the, I think by the standard difficulty, I'm pretty sure it's either Secret Agent or 00 Agent is actually supposed to be the canon difficulty, because it actually has all the objectives that are associated with the game. Because fun fact, if you play the Agent difficulty, which is the lowest standard difficulty, that doesn't actually have all the objectives that are associated with going off. Actually, that might not be completely correct because depending on the mission, some of them have objectives that I don't think are originally listed in the you know, the actual film, whereas some of them do, and it depends on like what difficulty.
Of course I
Getting
know.
stabbed through a solid wall.
What? But it's draw 2. Oh, it's being spread around. That's right.
Oh, that poor fuck tried to parry me, and then he died. What he gets. Good sir, you're done.
There are James Bond comics. I know you guys know Rico Rodriguez from Just Cause. I know about Just Cause somewhat. I don't know really what the character does though.
I know of the character, don't know of any of his feats or his story or anything. I've just seen people play a little bit of Just Cause 3.
Fucking course that happened. Why wouldn't that fucking happen? What? Oh, that's fucked. I'm gonna look through them and see what's them. No, again, I mentioned this earlier. I'm playing a card game in the background. Oh my goodness, what the fuck? And unfortunately, I'm kind of getting screwed over right now in the fucking card game. You go here. You go here. I think this is the right place. No, this.
So I'll definitely say that on my first playthrough doing like a pure hex build, I just flat out pure committed to the build. Chaos Rapier wasn't the best choice. Probably should have been a secondary weapon. It's good in one-on-one enemy encounters, but enemies that do range weapons really make you suffer a little bit. Really long range engagements are not the strongest suit of this build. Mid-range is definitely where this build shines. Like this build is very strong at mid-range against most enemy types. Just kind of doesn't delete them, but like they have very little they can do against what you have to offer. But it's definitely got some weaknesses, which is good. I mean, it's not like doesn't one-shot everything for no.
It was just easier getting a hold of the gameplay we did rather than anything else. It wasn't like there weren't like super hard decisions we made in the corner and stuff, you know.
I love that dropping down off of the ladder has a hitbox. And it does damage too. Nothing like a shotgun. Uh-oh.
The composite bonds, the original movies, canon Daniel Craig Bond movies.
Hang on, let me heal. Oh, please tell me there is a bonfire nearby. Oh wait, yes there is. I remember.
A fucking course they fucking made that fucking play. Oh my goodness, I fucking hate this game sometimes. Kill him. You survived that. Actually, no. Yeah, no, that's probably for the best. I can't win without fucking Kane here, and I doubt he's gonna level up in time.
They composited Bond. They gave him literally almost everything, Mangler, like literally 1 and 2-1. Oh. I was gonna say, if they composited him, yeah, he stomps John Wick into the fucking floor. I probably would have preferred if they had just used Daniel Craig. It would have been a closer fight, but like, Daniel Craig, depending on the circumstances, actually could sweep John Wick if he's like, if it's like opportune circumstances. If they're in like a knife fight, he's gonna have a much harder time. But as soon as he gets a gun or like a ranged option, like John Wick's chances are gonna kind of take a nosedive. There'd be more back and forth if you use John Wick. If you use like, let's see if I can. There's no way.
Okay.
All these spiders, and they're doing a shit job of defending their nest.
Okay, so first things first. You come here. You come here, actually. Come here, you.
Let me shoot you off the wall, because I'm tired of looking at you. That was not what I intended to do. We will take it. Dude, can you guys just take the hint?
No.
Question to you, Dante. Why did you not use any gameplay from the movie's boss fight? That was just because it is easier to... We did not have the gameplay beforehand. I got it after the fact. And it is easier to just take a Sparta costume, Dante, and stream that gameplay than to use the Sparta... Because if I were to do DMC1, I would not use the Sparta boss fight. I would use the actual Sparta costume. But I do not have a Sparta-like profile. Or at least I did, but I started in a hard mode instead of normal mode. So... mistakes were made. Is the original movies canon to the Daniel Craig Bond movies? No. So, Afedi, the way that the Bond canon works is that each time they create a new Bond, they're rebooting the canon. Like, each one is like their own timeline. None of them are the same Bond.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's basically confirmed in, like... Well, pretty much in, like, I think every single, oh, one sec.
Yeah, no, that about usually composites their characters. It's not too crazy. Fucking hell. I won because my opponent decked out. That's the fucking worst.
It's like Bond fights nations while Wick fights kings. Aren't there many different versions of Bond or GoldenEye 007? So there are different. So there's like, there's about 7 different versions of movie Bond. There's George Lazenby. There's there's Sean Connery. There's George Lazenby. There's Roger Moore. Timothy, hang on. A sec. So there's Sean Connery, there's George Lazenby, there's Roger Moore, there's Timothy Dalton, Pierce Brosnan, and Daniel Craig. So actually more like 6. The main Bonds are Sean Connery, Roger Moore, Pierce Brosnan, and Daniel Craig. Timothy Dalton and George Lazenby are less known because they only have like 2 movies and 1 movie respectively, whereas all the other ones I mentioned have at least 4. To as many as like 6 or 7. But then there's like game versions of them, though most of the game versions are technically from like Nightfire, Agent Under Fire, The World Is Not Enough, and GoldenEye. which are pretty much all exclusively Pierce Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan was, well, actually, I think there was a GoldenEye remake that was done with Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig and Pierce Brosnan are the only ones that have been like receptive enough to do to allow their likeness be used for video games. Because Sean Connery, Lazenby, Timothy, like Dalton, Moore, Connery, and Lazenby were just not on board with the idea of letting their likeness be used for a video game for some reason. They didn't composite every John Wick. Are there multiple versions of John Wick?
There's technically, I think, game versions.
Oh yeah, they probably should have given them that then. No, better that they should have composited Keanu Reeves. Whoa. This situation is not exactly ideal. Okay, I don't have the weapons.
What's wrong, Mangler? How could you have died? Explain to me how you died.
The game versions like Payday 2, John Wick, which would have made a big difference.
What the fuck?
What?
No, it's nothing involving you. You're fine. You're fine. Holy shit, I lost.
Let me go for a quick minute. I need to figure out where a dark stone is. Like, I really need a dark stone. I just need something to even the playing field.
I think it's gonna be a big deal. Please let me summon. Please let me summon.
I love how that guy broke the boulder to kill me.
Best play. I just got Kane and he just fucking died. Useless. Yeah, slap that on her. She fucking needs that more. Never mind.
Alright, after this boss, I'm probably going to switch to another game. Because I've killed plenty of the dang Souls people. Okay. I'll explain why it would be a big deal. Do tell, because I am not familiar with Payday 2. I've never played the Payday games. They're interesting though. Alright. I got the Dark Hail ready.
How am I? Okay. Maybe if
I just gotta kill all of these guys in the congregation.
Are you fucking kidding me, man? Wait. No, block you. Ah, fuck me. Just barely. Oh, this boss battle was pretty easy. So
It is pretty easy, but like my weapon being a rapier kind of fucks me over because I can't hit the enemy. Oh fuck! See, this is one of the easier boss fights in the game.
Are you gonna fucking die?
Joke. I've never actually died to this boss fight, except on this build. It's not even that difficult, as you can see. Like I'm just killing enemy. Hang on a sec. Throw one at me. I'm ready. So that's why it's not that difficult. Because he dies that easy. Also, you get a slab for it. Which a surprising amount of people are pissed about. They really shouldn't be. Ugh. And would you have Soul Hackers or Bayonetta 1 on your Xbox PlayStation? I have Bayonetta 1. But it is like 360.
How could you kill your own kind, Mangler?
Dark Souls, but my soul is the darkest. True. How powerful would Sparta be at his peak? If we're talking like right before he sealed his power, based on all the information presented in DMC5, DMC4, and every single comparison made from him from every single character in the series, he is bare minimum above. What we can confirm definitively is that he is above all versions of Dante prior to getting his Sin Devil triggered, which includes Prologue Dante and Mission 11 and 12 Dante once he gets the blood boost. Because Sparta is still confirmed to have more power than Rebellion, which is literally the direct manifestation of his power. So it's still more powerful than he is. It still is able to cloak his presence despite his massive power increases. So he would have to have more power than him to do that. So Dante did not get an amp from the Sparta Sword when he fought yours in Prologue. You can argue the Sparta Sword gave him an amp, but the problem with the Sparta Sword is that its main true power is accomplished, as Urizen says, when it kills when it's attempting to kill Moonies. It locks off the vast majority of its power if it's not being used to kill Moonies. Because you can't get access to the Sparta Devil Trigger. I would argue all it really did was restore Dante's energy. Because Dante got his energy blocked out temporarily when Rebellion was destroyed. Because Rebellion is literally the manifestation of his power. So if you break it, you can temporarily, like, shut him down for a second. But, like, Sparta gave him that burst of energy. But, like, when Sparta gave him that energy, he didn't take the Sparta form. Which meant that Sparta didn't really give him a substantial amount. He just really got a rush of demonic power. Peak Sparta is weaker than Dante? That, Pimp, you're wrong. Dante literally disagrees with you. He makes a direct statement that, like, in 2's novel, that he will not last long against his father's skills. He doesn't think he compares to his father.
Looks at Dante talking shit about his dad in the fucking anime.
Yeah, so whenever I bring this up, people are like, well, Dante's wrong. I'm like, so he's wrong then, but, like, Nico, who doesn't know anything about them, is correct later. But then Nico is also wrong when talking about other things. Interesting.
The theme for Black Ember's Apocalypse got leaked. Yes, because that's the next matchup, right? November 7th, DMC1. Hope you're enjoying it.
Oh, wait, I need to... messing this up big time. I keep getting Skeptic Spice. I want Simpleton Spice. Simpleton Spice is the one that lowers the intelligence quotient for, or not the intelligence quotient, the intelligence rating for various spells, so that you can incense them, so that it's easier to use them at lower levels.
Oh, Jarvan, you fucking prick!
Can we get attunement? Bitch, how much attunement do you need? How much attunement? How much attunement?
No, they were limited. That's true. You guys think about making a video about my...
should be...
I thought maybe that doesn't work. No. That matchup actually works better than Kratos versus fucking Dante, or Kratos versus Dante, so I don't really have an issue with that matchup per se.
We weren't addressing the Kratos versus Dante for thematic reasons, so that is a major portion of the misconception. They don't have anything thematically in common.
No, but
Dante versus Bayo is just not as like requested.
Dante versus Bayo works fine.
Like, yeah, well, no, I don't think it works as fine as people said it does, but like the difference is that like Dante and Bayo have more people in common around them, maybe not in their individuals, than Kratos and Dante have in common like across the series, like between antagonists and whatnot. Hang on. So apparently that's not enough souls for you? Really? Like I can't get enough for the attunement rating? Seriously? That's stupid. Oh.
Sam, how are you on your high school DxD journey? Not too far into it, unfortunately. I've been trying to finish up the other side script for a while, which is just taking up that, and the novel's taking up a lot more of my time. Because I'm just trying to get those done as quickly as I can.
Post 5 Dante should be stronger than Sparta, right? Well, so Post 5 Dante has all of the demonic energy.
Apparently, there is a heat wave hitting my town right now. Go figure.
Along with his own power, along with additional increases in that. So, yeah, after he absorbed the sword Sparta, he should definitely be closer, like very, very comparable to Sparta's power. That's kind of why, like, when you see Nico's description that says he maybe has even more power than Sparta himself, that's not too far off the mark, because he directly absorbed the Sparta at that point. However, that is referring to his Sim Devil Trigger state, which is exponentially stronger than his base by leaps and bounds. So yeah, Post 5 Dante at his strongest in his Devil Trigger states and otherwise should be in Sparta's tier of power. Now I say that knowing fully well Capcom's just gonna recommend him. It's gonna be like, it turns out Sparta sealed an additional layer of his power. We're gonna be like, Jesus fucking Christ. Was there ever a point in time where Dante had to limit himself? Alright, I'm gonna switch to it. Let me answer these questions. Other than messing with his enemies, I don't know what you mean by limit.
Wow, Mangler has given up his Dark Souls journey.
For now. I would play Lords of Shadow, but no, that's not going too well for me.
Oh, fuck out of here, son of a bitch. That's fine. What the fuck is your fucking
Give the 2 Potara earrings to 2 Helcana, what happens? They just make a stronger Helcana. Actually, well, technically, depending on what you argue, they might not even be able to fuse. Because, like, well, actually, no, demons can be fused. They can't be absorbed, but they can fuse. That's weird. Like, they can't be fused into things, but they can be, like things can't absorb them, but there's nothing that prevents demons from being, like, fused directly. At least your average demons. Higher demons have resistances to being fused. Wouldn't work on someone like Argosax or the Demon Kings or specialty type demons.
Holy shit, yeah. I'm gonna lose right now. You found kidding me.
These elusive targets I keep seeing. Flower powder, what the hell? Alright, where am I going? Why am I here?
I don't know.
Let's read the campaign.
Ah, fucking Kane, you worthless son of a bitch. That's what I think he says.
No possibilities for Dante and Virgil to get stronger in the future? They can.
No,
do you think...
Go ahead.
What?
No, you can go finish it quickly.
Mangler, do you think Nero can achieve Sen DT? Like, Sin Devil Trigger, he could, but there's no reason for him to do so. If he did, he'd be way stronger than Dante and Virgil are right now. Because you have to keep in mind, like, Nero can absorb demonic energy, demonic power, and abilities from anyone he touches. If he were to stand next to Dante and Virgil for long enough and grab them with a bringer knuckle, he would be like the strongest person in the cosmology. And he did grab them while they were both in Sin Devil Trigger. So he should have taken a significant portion of energy from like their strongest forms.
Yeah,
what's this, Hitman? This is Hitman 3. Yeah.
Because Mangler likes playing this all the time.
Yeah, ICA is currently hunting me. Because, apparently one of the Providence, if anyone's familiar with Hitman, the Providence operatives kind of infiltrated them, and now they're hunting 47.
Whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah, but they already have the Shinmo trigger form, so Martin form, Japanese double trigger position. I don't know how they could be stronger. No, so like they could just passively get stronger. I don't know if I don't think they'll get a stronger form. I don't think Dante and Virgil are going to get stronger forms. Nero might get a stronger form, but Dante and Virgil aren't. They might get like different forms that have like different utility, maybe, but not more powerful forms. That's for certain. Majin form and Sin Devil Trigger kind of less, you know, do that process.
They're all playing the defensive game for now.
Watch them get super Sin Devil Trigger. That would be fucking stupid. Oh, that's funny. I was not even listening to what any of the dialogue she said. I'll have to rewatch that at a later time. I love how he says, I'll leave you to prepare, but then he ends up being the one that has to prepare.
Wow.
Wait. Did I complete this mission? Oh, no, I didn't. Just for some reason, I have stuff unlocked. Which should be possible.
No, does that mean I watch them get Ultras and Devil Trigger?
I don't want to bypass. Put some coins.
Of course they fucking have barrier. Holy shit. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness! What the fuck is this?
I don't know, but it seems to be upsetting.
I lost complete value there. Fucking Vigard, you worthless piece of shit.
No, Mangler, read correctly. Shin Majin form is the Japanese name for Sin DT Majin form. Dark Mecha, I am referring to its official translation, which is Majin form. That is what is officially stated to be in the 3142 guidebook. That is its actual name. I am referring to it as it is addressed by the developers themselves, because that is what it is labeled to be and identified to be. That is the only source material in the entire series, the only English translated source material in the entire series that actually identifies what Majin form is. Well, actually, no, that's not true. Technically, the TMC2 guidebook does refer to it as Super Devil Trigger. But this one actually gives it an official name.
Only the anime, not
now, you could say that translates to true, but like that doesn't matter. Point is that we call it Majin because it's called Majin. We don't call it Majin because Majin is referred to as something else. We call it Majin because it's called Majin. No other reason.
No, I'm playing the fucking. I'm playing the fucking PvE content, and the fucking enemies I'm dealing with are fucking ridiculous.
I would hope that they don't do that because they probably wouldn't. They would probably just give them different versions or variations of a Devil Trigger or maybe techniques. Like every time Dante has a transformation, or every time Dante has like a Devil Trigger form, he has a different utility for why he takes it. It isn't just like, I'm just powering up to be the next enemy. Like, when he uses Dreadnought, it's intended for a defensive option. When he uses Majin form, it's intended as a last resort to save his life. When he uses Devil Trigger, it's intended for an all-encompassing improvement to all of his stats. And when he uses Sin Devil Trigger, he's awakening his true nature and attempting to become, like, closer to his demonic self, but also unleashing a new host of, like, brand new abilities exclusive to that form. Like, there's different reasons he uses all of them. It's a bit different than something like, you know, Dragon Ball, where the transformation is just, I change my hair, I get stronger and faster, and now there's no reason to use the previous transformation anymore. Just gotta keep powering up. And it's just that forever. Till the end of time. I'm not saying Majin Form 2 is not called Majin. Then what are you saying? What is even the point of bringing up the Japanese portion? Our patrols are clearly searching for something. No, I don't care. I do not care what they are searching for. I come here to accomplish my objective. Actually, wait a minute. Where's my target? Oh. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get down there. You guys think Virgil has a Dreadnought form? We just don't know it. I would assume Virgil has many Devil Trigger forms we don't know about. I mean, Virgil still had a base Devil Trigger form even when he took the Sin Devil Trigger. So I'd be very surprised. Well, technically, Virgil had a Majin form the entire time. We see it in 5. It's just Urizen's. I'm glad somebody left the door open. What kind of them? Alright, sir, I'm gonna need you to walk over here and pick up this weapon that's very dangerous. Mangler? What? Oh, wow, he almost spotted me. He almost spotted me, but I was too slick. Also, he might be nearsighted. This guy should probably go get his eyes checked out. Okay, I have the faculty security disguise. We're gonna see right now. You doing? Get off the wall. Oh, is that a camera? That looks like that's getting destroyed. Dude, Shin equals true, Majin equals devil. That's the name for Sin Devil Trigger in Japanese. There's nothing to do with Majin form. Wasn't even a discussion. I know, I know. I'm just saying. Like we refer to it as Majin because Payday 2 has luck, critical, stats, multipliers. Oh, I was wondering when you were gonna tell me what the contribution for for Payday was. Sitting over here waiting, like, what does Payday 2 offer? Oh, I hope none of these lights are like a camera. Oh, that definitely looks like that'd be dangerous. I got a lockpick. Check my last comment, Mangler. Check my last comment. What's Dante's best hacks? Oh, fuck. That's... Well, that actually depends... That technically depends on who his matchup is. Oh. Because a lot of Dante's hacks are pretty good individually, but are decently good and then become broken when paired with something else. The problem is that he has like 10 or 15 different abilities that are good but become broken when paired with something else, and they're all paired with each other. Like Dante's Reactive Evolution would be an okay ability if Dante had like 10 hacks. But Dante has like 60. So it's a little bit stronger than, okay. Luck, critical stats, multiplier, several dodge, damage, perk, skill trees. Now imagine dodging everything, one-shotting ones. You have armor. Armor is basically regenerative health that dawns. Perk Dirk allows his fire armors to pierce his armor through luck, not AP. That's fucking stupid. Right, so Nero could steal demonic power from demons that are alive and is not an object? Yeah. Slayer, have you not played DMC4? He literally takes, like... He takes, Kratos' Buster ability. Well, that could turn out better. I don't know how I snapped his neck by, reaching down towards his legs. Somebody in the stream, if you can, like, identify how you can, let me know if it's possible to snap someone's neck by reaching towards their midsection. Maybe my understanding of the human anatomy is off, but I don't think that's possible.
Oh, this motherfucker really top decked all three of his fucking Imperial Shadow Fiends. Are you fucking kidding me?
Let me get a frying pan. Time to turn my frying pan into a dying pan. People only get that reference if they saw, like, the first 5 episodes of Pokemon.
I did not.
One general OP hacks. One general hacks that is OP is pain empowerment. Pain empowerments in DMC is very stupid because the pain empowerment isn't like, oh, pain makes you stronger. It's like, no, you gain power equivalent to the damage you inflict or receive.
Well, no, it's equivalent to the pain you inflict or receive.
Son of a bitch! Does he top deck them?
It's usually equivalent to whatever damage you receive because your body is like basically experiencing pain as a result of taking damage. Which means technically, if Dante were to run into someone that had the ability to influence suffering, given emotions, that could actually cause him more pain than damage, they could exponentially increase his powers. Now I just gotta get out of this building. This is not the way out of this building. I'll get out of this building. I probably could have thrown that guy in the closet, and that would have been just fine. But for some reason, I decided to snap his neck. It's gonna hurt my mission rating. I'm gonna be honest, chat. I knocked that guy out because it was just funny to hear that sound. He didn't do anything wrong. He was an innocent man. Where is the door out of here? I do not like this building. I think that man has so much potential. If he comes back to death battle, what will they say for him? Depends on what we're talking about. Okay, we're gonna have to get rid of these bodies really quickly. I was now paying attention.
Wow.
Remember, no... sir, trust me, it's not what it looks like. Okay, I'll just dump this off.
What? Are you done showering? Yeah. Okay. That's what you did then. Oh, son of a bitch.
I gotta drop these bodies real quick. Oh. Alright. There are no witnesses. Remember, no rushing.
Son of a bitch, I want to stab this fucking game.
Kratos beats Dante probably. No version of Kratos beats Dante, no version of Kratos beats Kratos. Both of those statements are correct. Like, I don't think you can even argue that what's it called? Kratos could beat Tony. Which is like a version of Dante that literally doesn't have the concept of his existence or his powers. And is like the weakest version of Dante in the timeline with a sealed rebellion and like no devil trigger. And doesn't even have like ebony and ivory. I'm pretty sure you can argue Kratos would still lose to that Dante. Man, that's without POC. Can we get down? No, I don't want to go up. I want to go down. Oh. Oh my god, how many... Okay, I want... Everyone just completely ignore the fact that I'm...
Looks like you're doing well over there, Mangler.
Please ignore the fact that I am dumping bodies on the roof.
Doesn't this game punish you for, like, not...
Yes, it does. I'm getting the punishment right now. Because the more bodies I'm dropping, the more people get suspicious. And a civilian sees it, they then go alert the new security officer, who then tries to identify where the bodies are coming from, and then they'll try and pinpoint a location. The higher the difficulty, they also start like figuring out where bodies are being dropped from. It also affects your mission score and your ratings, which generally, like when you see like a poor rating, you're disincentivized to, like, you know, be sloppy. Well, you know, some people do challenge runs where they're just like no takedowns but lethals only. But, you know, lethals but no bodies be spotted, but no takedowns, which is actually quite difficult. It really depends on the run that you're doing, to be honest. I love how this gives me an option to climb down, but not like to not climb down actually.
Apparently,
Can we climb down?
apparently they understand it was just the AI acting sus.
You know, if you don't see bodies flying off of your freaking off your rooftop, are you really even like even limited up? What's this? Okay. Just gonna listen to this message. Anyway, I'm talking in terms of power and hacks. Well, I'm assuming they would give him at least what's like included in POC, but maybe like if they're willing to do like the lore deep dive, they would probably just look at everything from the novels and be like, yeah, Argosax and Bundus are going to like threaten the worlds. They'd probably be like, yeah, that's Universal or Low Multi or whatever. I'm giving Dead Battle a lot of credit here. They might not do that, but they would realize that, yeah, a lot of his matchups are now a lot closer. And then they would just look at Dante's hacks and be like, oh yeah, no, he's... Even at the lowest possible interpretation, Dante is not losing a hacks battle to anybody. It's just not happening. Not even in Death Battle's eyes, because Death Battle doesn't really bring, like, a lot of super hacksy characters. Not usually.
Did you just knock that woman out?
I did.
Why are you a monster?
Oh. I thought they were, like, armed. Hmm. Well, this is awkward.
You literally just punched an innocent woman for no reason.
I mean, I did more than just punch her.
Why are you like this?
I'm sorry. I thought she was, I thought her husband was armed. Well, I'm just gonna leave before I cause any more problems.
Yeah, you do that.
Mangler's perfect run, but random guard acted sus. Hey, should have known. It was his fault that he spotted me throwing bodies over the side of the balcony. Well, if it wasn't for this jackass, I would have been caught. I would have gotten away with it.
Unicron and Rhino are the only upcoming characters. Did they confirm Rhino's a thing?
Doesn't that match up Constantine versus Rhino? Oh, I'm gonna have to go to the back.
Who's find Constantine? No, I see. Mangler, you're trespassing. Stop doing that.
Okay, that time they were actually witnesses. I just wanted to break into this one door. That's all I wanted in life. Okay, this is the hidden facility.
They found a body, Mangler.
What? Oh, shit. Run the other way! Run!
Did. Why do you keep killing people?
This is too fast.
There's a turning between expert and lead DMC players, so forgot to try the application process. Doesn't that mean you'd kind of have to, like, be good at the game?
Does anyone want to ask us when he add those acts to Dante? Technically, multiple different authors did, but they were all improvements. Actually, only really two different authors, because Bingo oversaw the scenario writing for like every single novel.
I can't Skystar reversal. Am I Dante stylish? If you say so.
Everyone can out-hacks Dante in a way that finds someone really OP and no longer the big bully. They're on the same level, then Dante most likely lucky and no balls characters to lose. No, that's not really true. If you find a character with Dante's speed and AP, he'll just like fuck you up with self-actualization, reactive evolution, whatever hacks that you're not resistant to, and then if he doesn't, he'll just adapt and make you.
You're going to college next year?
I shouldn't say
Good luck,
make
mate.
you. Because, like, keep in mind, Dante has literally fought people with Sparta physiology that have the same adaptive bullshit and reactive evolution he has, and he's still negated portions of, like, their healing factors. Like Virgil and Chen. So, even if you have the ability to adapt and evolve on the same level, or if you're designed to counter him like Gilbert, he will still just kill you anyway. It'll take him some time, but he'll do it. And a lot of those were under really conflicting circumstances.
That's wrong thing from Legend of Zelda. That was a little up in the air, depending on who you ask.
Why am I hacking a vent with a camera? What in the world? By the April, I mean with the same reactive evolution, whereas the same power, Virgil could be like, I cannot lose, must keep the family going. I mean, Virgil has fought Dante with the exact same physiology and has still lost to him. So, like keep in mind, Virgil knew everything there was to know about Dante. And had every reason to beat him for his goals, and he still lost to him. And I'm including like their fights in 1 and 3, but like the end of the fight of 3 is a pretty good example of this. Like for someone that's not related to Dante and doesn't have information on him and doesn't have like the intel that they need or the experience to fight him, but just has like similar abilities, you're probably not going to last very long. Are they still investigating those bodies out there? Guys, you are so far behind.
Oh, I mean, it's just accurate to real police.
To be fair, like it would actually be a smart tactic to just kill people and drop their bodies off the side of the off of a building if you were trying to infiltrate a building that was a completely different distance away. Because that would literally force all of the police of that given area to investigate that section. So they would not have the manpower to come check out another section unless they were like private security or something. If it was a significant amount of bodies.
Are you telling me private security does a better job?
No. I'm saying the private security wouldn't be under the same jurisdiction, so they'd be a separate section. It's like the police force for, let's say you're in, I don't know, LA.
Yeah.
Right. Oh. What am I doing here? That's a great idea. Great. Oh no. Don't scream.
What the fuck was that? Don't scream.
Damn it, that screen is bulletproof. This just went from bad to worse.
You really just you just shot them thinking that was gonna work, huh? What is the best type of microwavable food? I would say pizza.
Yeah, pizza's pretty consistently good. Actually, I would really like some pizza.
Isn't it already like 1 a.m. where you're at? No, it's like 11, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If it has to be true, the Reddit's going to say that Virgil defeated Dante in Games 3 Monkey before stream GT outrage. His form is how he did it. I'm not sure I understand what he's saying.
Alright, hang on, guys.
You might have to say it in a sentence that does not sound kerfuffled. Oh, yes. Oh. I mean, to be fair, Agent 47 is kind of like the perfect being, technically. At least as far as, he's intended to be the perfect human. Because he is engineered to be, like, resistant to, like, all poisons. He's adaptable, he's extremely intelligent, extremely resourceful. He has like no emotions that can hold him back, and he's extremely committed to his goals. Like when the Mad Hatter does insane magic, Virgil tries to save us with defeating the base form while a terrible demon king, the rabbit thing. Well, so in that case, the reason why the Mad Hatter is able to do that to Dante is, as he explains, because the blood of the pride that he pulled in, or the blood of sloth that he pulled in, was not his. So he just manipulated a power source that was put into Dante's body that did not belong to Dante, and Dante had no governance over it. Dante was just inheriting powers from it because it was given to him, but it wasn't actually his. You would just argue that Dante did not have resistance to whatever that ability has at that time. That's not mean like Dante gets
Hot Pockets are fucking gross. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I just came back and I saw someone saying Hot Pockets are superior. Hot Pockets are the grossest fucking thing I've ever fucking had.
Why are these guys aggressive towards me?
Bruh, Hot Pockets are trash. I've never had a good Hot Pocket. Nah, Hot Pockets in general are just fucking gross. Whenever people are like, "Oh, dude, you want to eat Hot Pockets?" Ew. I can't tell people are taking the piss when people are like Hot Pockets. It's like, bro, Hot Pockets are fucking disgusting.
What am I getting flashbang with? I've literally been sweeping this entire facility. You know what? I'm just gonna kill everybody. This is no longer a stealth mission. If I kill everybody, they'll never assume I came here for an assassination.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Not even wrong. Okay, I need an encryption key. Who the fuck are shooting at me? Let me just... And of course, not only do I have to hack the door to get inside, they can just open the door.
Fuck. Okay, I forgot about that. Gotta plan my text carefully.
Oh. I guess I'm gonna be loading a checkpoint. This is likely because Demon did not have the same power as the actual Dante. The badass base Virgil be like, well, so in that case, Virgil is stronger and faster than Dante and has higher abilities. You know that when Virgil beats Dante at the beginning of DMC3, he has higher layers of regen negation, right? When you have more demonic power in DMC, you have better hacks and better stats overall. Like when you increase your demonic power, all properties of your abilities increase. So, if Virgil has more demonic power than Dante, even if they have the same kit, Virgil would have better versions of the same abilities. So, Dante will not be able to resist his regen negation. Thus, when Virgil goes for the kill, he can actually put down Dante. But Dante cannot put down Virgil. That's why when one of them has more power than the other, they are able to do things like what happens in DMC3, where he literally puts Dante on the ground and is basically killing him.
Fake news.
I figured this went inside the facility. Sure. I'll follow the Gray Line security check, no problem. I would love to abide with security. I am nothing but a complying citizen.
That's not something a compliant citizen would say.
What are you talking about? I love to help people, you know, comply with things that they need to comply with. Yeah.
Sounds like you're lying to me.
What? Crazy.
Pixel rolls be lacking though. Bro, your taste buds be fucking lacking. Oh yeah, it's the fucking pixel rolls. No, it fucking ain't. You shut the fuck up. I don't even like pixel rolls.
A flashback. All of how I just wanted to get into the building, and you guys had to be difficult about this. Now you're gonna die to a bullet in the ass. Wait, I just need the tier 1 dongle. Dongle.
You want to talk about it?
No.
Unfortunately, I sold it up, but I need more hacks. God, I still remember when VSB was like, "Oh no, it scales to his hacks, not his AP." What the fuck?
Yeah, no, that statement is even dumber when you realize that, like, every single demon has all of these abilities and physiologies which the characters know about, so why would Virgil, in context, be like, unfortunately, our souls are at odds, brother. I need more abilities. Like, but you know you don't.
I had a hot pocket
That's a
once.
fucking lie.
It was one of the worst things I ever had in my life. Hot pockets are gross as shit.
What do you mean? Oh, this is tier 2. I only have a tier 1. Wait. What do you mean? You mean tier 1 in a medical facility is the lowest tier? Tier 2 is...
I'll say, do you want to talk about it? You clearly are not okay with this.
I thought it'd be the reverse order, but I guess not. It's like...
Do you want to talk about it? I am here to listen to your grievances.
I'll just go over here until I find a tier 2 one. It's fine.
You don't sound okay.
Oh, there's another one. Perfect. What? I'm trespassing here. How many layers of security does this facility have?
Enough.
Really too many. Oh wow, they are not fucking around. Those guys got assault rifles. Hey, sir, I'm gonna need you to come over here.
Bro, again, seriously?
Oh, that's what the factory analyst disguise was for. It was for tier 2s. All of the tiers inside the facility are separated from each other from clearance, but also from security purposes. So people in tier 2 do not have a jurisdiction over people in tier 1 and vice versa. That's actually really smart for keeping out invaders. Or people that...
Yeah, it's actually really smart if their opponent wasn't me. I remember I hit the wrong people.
I really need to like kill people in a more effective manner.
Nonsense, you're doing great.
I don't feel like it. Oh, his door is bulletproof. Haha, the door is bulletproof, jackass. Oh, don't open it, that ruins the fun. Oh shit, they're flanking! Oh no! This is not the ideal situation. Hitman, but I hit the wrong people. Red Dust, that is an understatement. Hitman didn't have his Disney pass doing something. Dude, like literally, I didn't have the. It was like, do you not have the tier 1 dongle? Well, I regret to inform you, but death is the only thing that follows. But why you guys gotta be so serious? Actually, how does somebody even get through these doors if I'm hacking all of them?
Don't question it.
Oh, that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that they found a body over there. How do my pockets carry this much stuff? That's the real question. Dark Malika, I have no idea what the fuck you're saying. Nero's invocation is only related to demoniac. You wouldn't be able to absorb something like mana or chakra. That's not actually true. Nero can also absorb alchemy. He can absorb divine energy, and he can also absorb humanity. So he can absorb pretty much any energy source. He can also absorb organic material, souls. Yeah, he can absorb effectively anything, like any energy source. Because demonic energy in DMC has some of the most volatile side effects in fiction, and he can absorb it, and instead of causing side effects to him, it just makes him stronger. and gives him more powers and abilities. That has the opposite effect of what it's intended to do. So yeah, chakra would be like nothing to him. Now, let me just save here because I seem to have a problem with pressing the save button. You don't have the 15C, Dante? What the hell is 15C, Dante? You mean 15B? Dante, outlier feats and scaling and making steady block level with hypersonic speeds. Or are you gonna suck it up a Ruby? I don't think about that. Where the hell is the security camera? Oh god, is that entire wall the security camera?
You are terrible.
I was not paying attention. I know. That was my target.
That's why you killed her.
No, I missed. I know. Oh, there was a guy over there. Shit. I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna just throw, I'm just gonna throw a knife in this guy's head, and then in this guy's head, and then we'll be fine. Unfortunately, there was another guy that was watching the whole ordeal play out. Not exactly,
You are not good at your job, are you?
No. No, I'm not. Oh, let me just knock you out, and then I will use deception to defeat the rest.
Apparently, Red just sent you an update.
Oh, nice. Hold on one moment. I'm sorry I caused basically a concussion at your head. Alright, so they're all unconscious. They won't be able to respond in time for backup. Now let's go take care of that target over there. And the rest of her guards are downstairs. Agent 47, but he sucks at his job. That's kind of just me whenever I play a Hitman game that isn't Hitman 2060. Actually, I'm okay at Hitman 2018, but Hitman 3, I'm not used to some of the layouts of these maps.
Have you considered getting good?
Dude, are they still finding bodies?
What is your favorite DT in those areas? Base DT, DT forms. What do you mean?
How many bodies did I leave up there? Must have left a lot if they're still finding them.
What idiot would drop this?
I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna drag you inside this closet and leave you there probably for a couple hours until you wake up. So, you know, there might be some other dangerous circumstances that happen. I don't know what happens if you leave an unconscious person in a closet for too long. They might, maybe that might be a health risk for their breathing or something. I don't know. If it is, then sucks to be you.
The Lodge 4%.
Both targets down. Good.
Oh
Just
shit!
wait a second.
Talking ships are pretty good.
I'm in. You can now access the core.
How did they hear the gunshot? Well, that's not fantastic. HG had like, hey bro, you stronger than I thought. Mother will be happy. Just what about us? Your favorite DT out of the whole series? You know, as for me, we're just talking design-wise or utility-wise.
Which take on Snake versus Fisher? Solid Snake versus Sam Fisher?
Ooh. Stay away from me, Enforcer. I don't want my disguise broken. Alright, I have a strategy to lure him into a trap.
I mean,
Using
I
a
already said
crowbar.
Margin for him. Mangler's below, busy focus over there. I'm busy over here fucking wanting to shoot my brains out.
Design-wise. Design-wise, for me, Zem has already said Majin form for him. For me, I really like Lucia's Devil Trigger. I'd say either Lucia's or Alistair Devil Trigger from DMC1. Like, I really like the aesthetic of how they use the lightning and the bat wings. It kind of reminds me of like a gargoyle.
It's Mr.
Like a really
MVP!
sleek gargoyle.
Simp!
What?
What?
I'm sorry. This coming from the guy that simps for DMC2 every chance he gets.
I don't simp, I only state facts. There's a difference.
You can simp while you're saying facts.
Lies. The dark powers Mangler
What do you
possesses are unnatural. Do not listen to him, for he is the
What do you
deceiver.
mean? You can do two things at once? Impossible.
Listen to him. What a deceiver. Cindy T, Doval being a basic bitch over there in the corner. No surprise.
I don't really like Cindy T's like head design. Like Virgil's arguably looks better, but like it could be downscaled a little bit and it'd be fine. Though I will say that my third favorite form in the series is probably Virgil's standard Devil Trigger in DMC5, which is the one that is currently found in the artwork in the game. It is not in the concept art, as it is actually in the game, and Virgil canonically can use it. He just never does, because when he comes back for the first time, he already has access to Devil Trigger, so there's no reason for him to use his standard DT form. Also because they thought it'd be cuter to give him Doppelganger.
You okay? You want to talk about it?
Mid form? Oof. Midgen form? Majin form is not mid. It is anything but mid.
Bruh, you want to fucking fight me?
I said it was anything but mid.
Yes, anything but mid implies it could also be less than mid.
I
Yeah.
would obviously assume it's higher than mid.
Uh-huh. Very convenient assumptions you have. Unfortunately, the world doesn't work that way, Mangler!
Sir, I'm gonna need you to die real quick.
Wow, look at him. Threatening violence. Is that what this world has come to?
I was talking to this guy, but okay. Alright. Oh no, tier 3 access. Of course, she's got tier 3 access. Of course.
So you gotta go kill her then. Because that's how you solve all your problems in life.
I mean, in this game, yes.
I think it's very healthy.
I don't know how that hammer managed to hit her through around the corner and through the edge of the wall.
Oh, you sure you didn't throw a boomerang at her?
I could have sworn I threw a hammer.
Well, the game doesn't believe you.
Physics doesn't believe me either, apparently. Hang on. I'll be back in just a moment.
I see. How are you guys all doing tonight? Modern form is literally just an orange level worse. I said it. Well, it's already wrong because how is it worse? Is this what the kids call coping and seething? Sanity is already more powerful. And? Nah, for it is coping. That's all you're doing is coping right now. Because everyone knows that martial form is infinitely superior to Sin DT. They was otherwise just lying to themselves. What? That's bullshit. That was coping? What do you mean? How did anything I say right now just come off as coping? What Devil said? What about Dreadnought? Dreadnought doesn't even look good either.
Oh. I hate my dad for not putting wipes in the bathroom and only putting toilet paper. Scum.
What the fuck is a wipey?
It is just, you know,
I am horrified right now.
actual toilet paper. You fucking monster.
I don't know how to respond to this.
Wait. Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. Okay.
Security protocol overruled.
Got my hammer. Well, that didn't do anything. Sit out of ammo.
Who do you have to kill?
No. I'm gonna kill that lady. I should have just walked there. No, she's escaping. I don't have time for you fools. My objective lies elsewhere. Oh, perfect. A body. Oh, she's over there. I just gotta cross the room and get to her. There she is. We're so close.
Can you make her death painful?
Okay, we're gonna save it here because I feel like I'm gonna fuck this.
No confidence in your abilities, and this is the world's greatest assassin.
Can I make her death painful? I mean, like I just have to kill her. It doesn't matter how I do it.
No, that's not I'm asking if you can do it. He's requesting you do it.
I'll try. Wow, no, they're definitely in a formation. Okay, you screwed up my thing. Okay. I should assume if there's ever four guards in one location, it is probably the bodyguards. Oh, there's one guy that's not on her detail.
Wow. Could you just stop killing innocent people? No?
He was not innocent.
Everyone here is innocent.
Both targets down. Good.
That's
Give me a second.
not technically true.
You can now access the score 47.
Why do you hate innocent people? Just answer that question for me.
Shit. Grenade. Oh, where are they all my things? Reload. I gotta reload. What? Ah. I hate that this is so difficult when it has no right to be. Well, actually, so difficult because I made it difficult by just throwing hammers at people randomly.
We are clear. Weapons hot, sir.
Yeah, I was like, this sounds like a you problem.
Okay. Not a shot fired.
Both targets
Except
down.
for that one.
Just give me a second, and I'm in. You can now access the core 47.
Get out here now.
Maybe closer to my objective. I have to go to sleep soon.
Honestly, you already sound a little tired over there.
Yeah, I gotta get there. There we go. Perfect. Eliminate both of them to access the files inside the ICA data core. Well,
Good. You're alone. I'm sealing the room and dimming the windows 47. No need to worry about intruders. It's all here. Clients, operatives, every hit the ICA ever sanctioned. Enough to shut them down for good. But first you need to locate all files referencing Diana and yourself.
Who's the one talking 47's ear? Mangler, go.
what?
Who's the one talking?
Oh, it's one of the handlers. Well, it's Olivia. She's the informant that was working with Lucas Gray, who is also known as the Shadow Client, one of the main antagonists that you're hunting throughout the first game. You end up working with him at the end of the second game when you realize he is one of the individuals that worked with the original program, sort of with ICA, like the original agent program that was developed. He was one of the members of it. He just happens to remember all of it. You don't, because your memories were repressed, and he helps you get them back. Olivia is basically his informant.
The two of you go way back. I didn't realize that you... I don't know. I get why you want to protect her. So, wipe all the data referring to the two of you from their system before we publish the rest.
Now, what we're doing, for anyone who's curious, is that the ICA has basically been infiltrated by Providence, which is one of the main antagonists of the game. An individual that we were working against in Hitman 1 that basically hired us to take out the Shadow Client because the Shadow Client was also targeting them. And essentially, once the Shadow Client revealed to us what Providence had been doing, what they were responsible for, we worked with him to take down members of Providence. We found out Lucas Gray ended up killing himself, and then ICA and our handler got infiltrated. So ICA basically ended up sending a hit squad to take out 47, and you killed them in the previous mission, and then you come here to take out the
Well, where are you giving the plot in Abyss? That's a low Abyss.
You come here to take out basically these cybersecurity engineer.
Valorant? I've never played Valorant actually. Kind of weird, all things considered.
I'm gonna create some havoc 47. Make the core melt down. Maybe we'll divert their attention a bit.
Warning. Core overheating.
Oh shit.
Warning. Core shut down. Temperature critical. Warning. Fire detected.
I'm over here playing Legends of Runeterra in the background right now. Have you played Monster Hunter Mangler? Jeremy's asking.
All personnel. Breach protocol initiated.
Hang on. Wow, they sent an ICA. Individuals.
Warning. Core overheating.
Probably.
I played a little bit of Monster Hunter World.
Are Valorant some kind of microtransactions? Probably.
Warning. Fire detected.
Mangler was the shit.
Personnel. Breach protocol initiated.
Dude, what kind of body armor are you guys running?
Warning. Core overheating.
Who is actually finding these bodies? There shouldn't be anyone left.
No. Mangler, you're clearly not killing enough people.
It was pretty tense. It's okay. I'm just built different. It was not a painful death. I mean,
I have not watched Under the Mills Devil May Cry video, no.
oh, that one about the style ranking systems. Or the yeah, his criticism was a little weird. These people don't have a problem with a guy with a gas mask and a silenced SMG walking into the building.
Well, let me ask you a question. Would you talk to the guy with the silenced SMG right there? I wouldn't. I would probably avoid him like the fucking plague. But you know, that's just me. What would I know? Does that still do damage? It does. Oh my goodness. Yeah, shot rotation's like Fortnite. I know that much.
I'm not. Up this pipe? No, I can't. I can't. See, I don't like this map because this map, verticality-wise, is not designed very well. Like that secret laboratory is extremely difficult to get to, outside of like lockpicks, and it seems about practically can only really be done with like one entry exit. There should be at least two, and this one's on the far side of town.
Let's go see us go. Don't ever come back. Oh, is that what makes CSGO so bad? I wasn't aware of that actually.
I think Death Battle is saving Agent 47 for Spy from Team Fortress 2. Why would they do that though, when they already did Spy with Pacer from Overwatch? Like, I think it's more likely that if they're using Agent 47, they'll use him with the individual they should have hooked up James Bond with, which was Jason Bourne.
You're still mad about that, huh?
But if I'm saying, like, if they do that, they might just use movie Agent 47 instead of game Agent 47, which is more reasonable, but it actually doesn't really change anything in the matchup. 47 still stomps because his feats in the 2015 Agent 47 movie, in particular, are kind of disgusting. I had a lot of unnoticed kills. Surprised I got that many levels with how many people.
Can I even come back from that? Oh my goodness.
Oh, Spy from Team Fortress 2, my bad. Maybe. They might. Maybe. A little on the nose. But okay.
I literally buffed it, cranked it by 2. You fucking kidding me?
So, what happens now? The ball's in your court, Miss Birdwood. I do have other candidates, you know. Most of whom have never tied me to a chair. You've seen the news. That was 47 acting on his own. He is untethered. He is unstoppable. And he cannot be bargained with. He will find you, Mr. Edwards. And I'm the only chance you've got. I'm listening. 47 has one weakness.
So, for anyone wondering, like, what she's talking about right there, 47, since he's been removed from ICA, essentially, since they sent agents to hunt him down, he has, well, he didn't really have loyalty to him. He only had loyalty to his handler, which is Burnwood, right there. The girl that's talking on the phone. So, in this scenario, if 47 wants you dead and he has access to Olivia and the files, essentially he can find you anywhere in the world. And he can find you. He will disguise. He has the equipment and the tools necessary. Olivia can essentially hack into any database on the planet because she has the technology to do so. So 47 will find you no matter where you are. Now keep in mind, this is not usually standard equipment for him. Standard equipment is he's backed by the full might of the ICA, which is way more than what Olivia can offer. So he can get into basically the most exclusive billionaire takeaway places that no one on the face of the planet has ever heard of. Agent 47 versus Hardcore Henry. Hardcore Henry's about to take this L. He's great in hand-to-hand combat, but he's got nothing on Agent 47. Spy may have some hacks that might give him the advantage over Head 44/7, such as his dead ringer that brings him back from the dead. How often can he use it, though? Because I'm going to be honest, Agent 47 is, I mean, to say he's an expert marksman is to probably be like being a little bit like of an understatement. Because this man can literally like headshot you from like hundreds, dozens, hundreds, potentially thousands of meters away with perfect accuracy on like moving cars. There at DMC4. While creepy ambiance behind DMC4 is Nero increasing in power further, and Virgil, who's alive, is a mystery man looking the shadows observing him. I mean, technically Virgil's in the demon world during time, but sure. I mean,
How the
yeah,
fuck?
Dead Ringer does have a cooldown. Then Spy is done. All he has to do is kill him once, and then when Spy comes back, well, he'll shoot him, and then he'll realize like Dead Ringer will activate, and it'll bring him back, and then it'll be like, oh, he can revive back from the dead. Let me just shoot him again. Because the thing is that 47 typically doesn't confront you directly. That's not usually how he does things. So what he'll do is that he could like you could literally be walking around in a field, or I guess not a field, like maybe in like a shopping center, and you could hear the sound of something, right? And like walk over to an area and just see like a gun lying on the floor and be like, that's really weird, and then pick that up, and then the next thing you know, there's a knife in the back of your head. Or you could be injected with something and then have to go throw up in the toilet, and the next thing you know, you're dead because someone's shoving your head in the toilet.
Yeah, because Valorant's a first-person shooter, right? Oh, go ahead.
What?
No, it's because the guy was over there saying, like, you have more of a chance of winning in Valorant than you do in Leagues. Like, yeah, because Valorant's a first-person shooter. I don't think I survived. I don't think I beat this, do I? Oh, okay, come on. Wait. No, no, dude, I don't come back from this.
The thing about, like, the Agent 47 and the World of Tomorrow, and the World of Tomorrow is referring to 2016 to the 2020 games, Hitman 1 through 3. Basically, everything, the point of the World of Tomorrow games is that everything in the World of Tomorrow is, like, everything in the new Hitman world is a weapon for Hitman. Like, Agent 47 considers the entire world an opportunity to perform an assassination. So it doesn't matter where you are or what situation you're in, you are literally just an opportunity for him to kill you. Like, you got a bottle of water, he's gonna find a way to poison you. You got, like, there's someone nearby that has the ability to get into this building undisguised, like, he'll find a way to take advantage of that. Like, oh, you're sitting below the chandelier that's a little bit rickety, and, like, you're dead. And I also have some small arsenal that are hidden in his teeth, which is weird. Yeah, but so did I tell you that Agent 47's, like, his little, like,
What's killing me?
his observation, his, what's it called, his little, like, Inception spy stuff that you see where you can see through walls, that's actually canon. Like, 47 actually does have insanely high perception, and he can detect guns, dangers, and awareness level on, like, other human beings. So in addition to the fact that he's extremely accurate, he has an increased survival skill. It's referred to as instinct. Basically, his instinct is so high, he can always perceive danger, like, many moments ahead of time. More so than he should. More so than I would say he has any right to. What about a passenger plane? Is he just going to have it crash to kill you? He actually could, but, like, Agent 47 in character usually doesn't try to kill people. He will only go after his target. And his targets usually are people who are despicable human beings. Like, he'll usually go after someone like a banker that's been, like, selling a lot of, making, you know, just normal banker every day, making, like, millions of dollars. And then on the side is, like, selling contracts to, like, weapon contracts to third world country that's causing a lot of bombings and killing innocent people. ICA might hire him, and then he'll go in and take that person out. Or someone who's basically getting a bunch of criminals off on killing innocents, like big shot lawyer. Or, you know, a drug lord. Like, he will actually be sent to assassinate drug lords. He might be sent in to kill counter-terrorists, just like legitimate cyber terrorists. So like, how advanced is his observation skills? Is he able to detect types of weakness like a certain firearm, or is just good? So everything that you see with instinct, 47 can detect. So he can detect your firearms. He can detect what you're wearing. He can detect your alertness level. He can detect your value as a target. So he can also detect if you're suspicious. So he knows if you're aware of him or of other things. He also knows if you know other people on your staff, which means whenever 47 is disguised, whenever he's in disguise, he will always know if you know whether or not he's in disguise. He's that aware. And his instinct can see through like several walls. It's up to like I think like 40-something meters. It's a pretty insane range. Keep in mind, like the observation thing isn't like just a gameplay mechanic. Even in the movies, we actually see that his observation allows him to see like some enhanced versions of it literally function like precog, where he can see things in advance, many like and predict them from happening as a survival skill. There's literally a girl that was a part of the same program as him that is given the same powers, and she's able to predict that someone's going to break into her apartment like 30 minutes before it happens, exactly when they're going to break in and how they do so, and the exact same thing happens. She packs up her stuff and then leaves. And then like similar stuff happens in combat where she's able to predict how someone's gonna enter a room, exactly how they're gonna attack her, and exactly what she needs to do. And then she just counters them, and they do exactly what she's expecting you to do. He also makes it pretty clear in both the movies and the games in general that like 47 can, if 47 hasn't killed you yet, and he's attacked you, it's usually because he lets you live. It's not like it's not on mistake. Like he intentionally has to allow you to live if there's like some strategic value. Oh yeah, better continue the story.
Probably should.
All right, after this next cutscene, we're going to bed.
Yeah, I just quit the card game. Fuck that. Bullshit. Oh. Whack. Sorry about that.
I found something.
So this is my character.
Buenos Aires International Airport this morning. Now watch this.
Harold.
Trail into the airport, but turns out that a top Providence operative owns a vineyard in the area. Don Yates. of
Morgan
infamous
Yates and
law firm
Korn.
Morgan Yates and Korn. And get this, he's hosting his retirement party today.
She's infiltrated them. She's sending a message. She needs my help.
Could have
Sounds like the ultimate spy character. He is the ultimate spy character.
Anyway, you're going after her. You'll need to deal with the Herald. Her name's Tamara Vidal, former CIA asset and political firebrand. She's a master of surveillance and the Constant's most trusted aide. She'll have eyes everywhere. You won't get far as long as she's in the game.
Why are you telling me this? I thought you were out.
Yeah. Old habits, I guess. Anyway, I need to go. See you around, 47.
No, you won't.
Alright, well, fuck you too, 47. Like, damn, fuck you. Couldn't be nice for 5 fucking minutes, huh? Fuck you.
Alright. That's enough of that. We can chill for a couple minutes, and then I'm have to go to bed. My broadcast is lagging. My broadcast is done. I think 47's matchup would be Google 3 and Google 32. What number was the female agent you spoke of? Are you referring to Burnwood?
You
Burnwood's not an agent, she's a handler.
You didn't check the pick yet. Mangler, apparently you didn't check the pick yet.
I did check the pick. Seems fine, though I don't know why Orihime is in her Waco Mundo outfit. This is the first arc. But I guess like you put Ruki in her Soul Reaper outfit, so I guess.
Mangler being
Spawn can
all,
even scale to other
Mangler being all picky over here.
CF2 mercenaries who can survive explosions from rockets, can fight bears, and can ride an army of robots. Yeah, but 47 doesn't need to kill you with like ballistics. He can kill you with poison, or knives, or like other things. Like he has ways to pierce your body without.
When are you planning on the stream?
He has
Mangler's leaving like in like what 10 minutes?
couple minutes.
Yeah. Afterwards, I'll start up a new stream playing a different game since Sundays are usually stream days. Woo!
Yeah, 47 can poison you with like anemic poison, like sedative poison and lethal poison. So he can make you go to sleep. He can like just outright kill you, stop your heart, or I guess like something that just affects like the cells in your body, or he can just make you really sick. Which at that point you basically have to hit the restroom immediately.
I'm not gonna play Elden Ring, no. I am free from Elden Ring, and I am just enjoying my freedom.
What is his best poison? That depends on what he's trying to do. So obviously he has the ability to kill you outright with like his lethal poison, but it is often pretty effective to put people to sleep, because at that point he can then experiment on them to see if like, well, if they're not actually like fully human, he'll be able to figure that out, because his first attempt at killing them won't work. Because he can check your pulse. He knows if you're alive.
Check his pulse,
He can also
Yugi!
determine that with instinct.
That's where I go on.
TMC Forrester. You need to skill him higher since he the other two harm defeated Master Rose who create storms. I'm gonna be honest, like AP doesn't really matter here unless if you have resistances to 47's like hacks that he brings with him, then like yeah, I guess you win. If not, then like he kills you.
Well, I ain't going back to Elden Ring till DLC drops, and even then, I'm just looking at it like, I don't want to look at you. I know.
Okay, guys, I'll get Elden Ring once and then play it, but that'll be like a year from now when it goes on sale.
Well, so they'll have to wait forever for that one.
I have to get up early tomorrow, Labor Day. Assign me.
I'm sorry. You work on fucking Labor Day? Isn't the whole point of Labor Day to not like perform labor?
You would think so, but apparently my bosses seem to.
Yo, let's go! Sorry, I'm doing mobile game stuff on the side, and I got some really lucky pulls. Continue.
It just means you get off early. And I'm like,
so
yeah,
do you just die on the inside in general, or like when do you die on the inside when your boss tells you these lies?
When after no, so they didn't actually tell me that. I'm just assuming that's their thought process because they would have to justify them with some. I'm assuming like they would do the responsible thing and just close the restaurant on Monday, but they don't.
I mean, like, in fair... Well, do they at least close early? Okay, see, I feel like you just die in the...
Yes, they do. They close at, like, 5:30.
Okay, so it's not... Well, that's why you're going in early, huh? Because they want to milk you for all your work.
Yeah, I know. And I'm scheduled. You know what time I'm actually scheduled to show up, normally?
What time?
5:30.
In the afternoon?
Yeah, no, I do a 5:30 to close.
So they are literally just making you go through the whole fucking motion way earlier than usual. Are you at least getting, like Del pointed out here, are you getting some, like, fucking side pay? Like, you know, like, because it's a holiday?
No.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
I've never actually gotten... You get time and a half for holiday pay?
No, I don't. But most people do.
The fuck?
Holiday pay?
That sounds like the right thing to do.
Well, yeah, because the idea is like you're working on a holiday. Wait, so do you guys not get Christmas? Well, no, you guys get Christmas off, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, we get Christmas and like certain holidays off, but when other holidays,
look at Red Dusk. I'm getting time and a half right now. Oh, look at that. Oh.
There you go. So it comes down to the spy has the strength, speed, hacks, and durability advantage, while Agent 47 has the skill in poison hacks. I'm pretty sure Agent 47 has better hacks as like a spy in general. He's just lacking in stats, but that's not like
If it's not double
that's
fish or
not a
Christmas
problem
Year's-
for the
Oh,
that's not a problem for the kind of battle they'd be having.
time and a quarter. Do you think you're funny?
Well, like unless the spy can figure out where 47 is, he's probably never going to see 47 coming. And like 47 doesn't need to be near your speed to kill you.
I see.
So the TF2 mercs should have at least sub-relativistic reaction speeds. That the spy could be infinite speed and it wouldn't matter.
Mangler, stop all this wank at once.
No amount of speed will allow you to... Well, actually, technically, if he was infinite speed, you could argue that his body would process the poison faster, so he'd die quicker. But...
So, what I would actually say regarding that one, I mean, theoretically, the spy has infinite speed, and 47 can't beat him at all. Because, like, even if 47 shoots him first, which I have no doubt he probably would, the problem you're dealing with is the bullet's gonna hit the spy, and the spy's just gonna immediately dodge it.
No, that's not what's going to happen, because 47 doesn't treat his assassination jobs like that. He doesn't just come... He doesn't just walk up to you and stab you. Like,
No. The problem is that if you have infinite or inaccessible speed, unless your opponent has the same speed, anytime you take a hit, you will be able to feel that hit, register it, and get out of the way of any lethal damage before it actually hits you. A great example is, I think, is like, you ever see fucking the Suicide Squad movie with fucking Reverse Flash?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Now imagine that movie, but it actually wasn't stupid, and Reverse Flash did what he was supposed to.
I didn't know Reverse Flash was in the movie.
Well, spoilers. No, but so the point I'm trying to make here is that, no, like, that's the idea, is that, like, regardless of where, or, okay, like, let's say you fucking pull, like, fucking down. I mean, poison might work, theoretically, but at that speed, you could probably just, like, take out the poison parts of your skin before the poison actually moves. Yeah, it would hurt like a bitch, but, like, I mean, it's technically still viable.
I mean, he wouldn't know that the poison was going through his system until after the fact, because it kills you instantly.
Well, again, instantly in reference to people who, like, you know,
yeah,
don't move so fast, time itself grinds to a stop.
It's already in your system, though.
Also, like, the point I bring up there is, like, again, it's in your system. So, again, it touches your skin. Well, a good example is, like, in JoJo's. There's a poison in JoJo's from a rat. It fires the poison at you, it sticks into your system, and it kills you. But the thing is, when time stopped, the poison doesn't move. So if you move
I understand that.
Are you sure?
The spy doesn't have anything to remove the poison.
Well, he doesn't have to. He just has to remove the flesh that the poison's on. Unless you genuinely believe the needle will fully insert itself into his skin.
It's not a needle.
Well,
he drinks it via a water bottle.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought we were talking like a poison dart or some shit.
No. Okay. So 47 does have needles, or he can put that in you. But like 47, if he was going to put a needle in you, he could also put an anemic one. So he could just make you really sick. I don't think the spy would be like, oh shit, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, better reach inside my organs and rip out this disease just to prevent myself from taking a shit.
Actually, that's not too out of character for TF2.
So maybe if it was like the doctor from TF2, but not the spy.
The spy's gonna go to the doctor and be like, Doc, I need help, and Doc's gonna be like, alright bro, get on the table. Very simple, very easy.
Dude, the doc would literally cut him open.
And save his life.
Suck out the poison like Baki did in the Raul Tai tournament. Oh boy.
Well, I mean, if you're drinking it, then yeah, like Mangler's, like in that situation of drinking it, yeah, you have no chance because it would already be in your system by the time you realize it, unless Unless you move so fast that the poison just doesn't move inside of you ever because you're the Flash.
Well, so the point is that if you were, well, first of all, you have to consider that if you're drinking something like that, your body and your system moves as fast as you do. So while you could quote unquote react to it, it'd be moving as fast as you're reacting. Like the speed at which you could swallow something if you were FTO would be comparable to a fraction of your normal movement speed. So, like, well, obviously, like, I can move a little bit faster than I can swallow something. It's not that much faster. It's not like hundreds to thousands of times.
Well, I mean, but again, like, you technically don't have to move that fast, or more accurate. Let me put this more
I
accurately.
mean, to stop something that's like
No. The liquid. Okay, so let's say he's drinking it. Mid-drink, he tastes the poison and he starts running. Theoretically speaking,
that's not gonna happen.
well, actually, the spy could probably taste the poison. I mean, this guy's been around the block.
Unlikely.
Unlikely because
I'm pretty sure most of the ICA's poisons are specifically like engineered, so they're not like because a lot of them are done via like pills and dissolvable things. So like they're just they mix in well with the water. So you'd have to like taste properties of something that was like engineered by like an assassin's company.
I mean,
I
mean, there's always the possibility he just knows what normal water feels like, and when he feels it's not normal water, just like no. I mean, I don't know too much about the spy, to be fair, but like, I mean, like, there are ways around this. It's not like the end-all, be-all situation.
You can also use magic spells like casting a form of aspirating pumpkin bomb, summoning jump, magical eye. Why the fuck does this these abilities? These don't seem like. Are you sure you're not using Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas? That's what.
Wow, Mangler! Just because he casts magical spells.
And look, Jeremy, I don't know if you understand this, but like none of this matters because this is not how a fight would actually go down. Like it'd be in a battle of explanation. I stuck the spy in like, if I literally stuck him in a city with 47, 47's gonna kill him without him even realizing it. It's gonna be like you were dead before I walked in the room situation, or I guess after I left the room, more accurately. But 47 can just booby trap the room, or he can just like put something in there, or just walk behind you and inject you with something that makes you fall asleep. And they'll be like, all right, stab this knife into your head. Oh, what's that? You're extremely durable. Better try poison then. Better try something else. Most of those abilities aren't really applicable. So this situation, at least.
Alright, I'm back.
Everything comes out and says that TF2 characters have the ability to become what they think, like DMC characters. Devil, who is Tony? That is a great question.
Sound asleep, Mangler, you hanging out?
I do. Trying to wait for Devil to answer the question. So I can go.
So you can go and slumber. So you can finally rest. Volume 1 done.
Don't.
Oh, Age of 47 versus Tony Redgrave.
Oh, Agent 47 is Tony Redgrave. That's probably not going to end well for 47 because nothing in his arsenal can actually kill him, including the poisons. Because it's like the best he could do is like, oh hey, I can booby trap this room to drop like a chandelier or something, or like this object that would impale you, or something that would electrocute you, or things like that. But it's like none of those effects would work on Tony, and no amount of poisons would work on Tony either.
All right.
I guess like worst case scenario, he could give him a little bit of like a stomach ache, maybe with like a couple doses of anemic poison, and Tony has to go to the bathroom, and then 47 goes in there to try to drown him, and that is unfortunately the last bathroom that 47 ever enters. Well, actually, no. 47 would probably just fuck off. Because he'd be able to detect with instinct what's going on with Dante's body. Because he would literally see it just not work on him. He'd also be able to detect that Dante's senses are off the charts, and his sensing capabilities are stupid. Plus, like, the Spartans can kind of sense when other people are also, like, attempting to sense them. Oh, the TF2 mercs are pretty much immortal. Why do you keep talking about the TF2 mercs like it matters?
Oh, apparently Agent 47, as far as I know, can't kill immortality, can he?
Dude, you're just like, man, I guess that works, but here's another thing that doesn't work, here's another thing that doesn't work, here's another thing that doesn't work, but they're immortal. It's like, why don't you just lead with that?
No.
Mangler, can you give me a quick rundown of how powerful One Demon was? Before the Wicker versus before you leave? Okay. Wicker Demons. Baseline. 9th dimensional scaling. Well, above baseline 9th dimensional scaling and stuff. In their true forms, they got infinite speed. They have abstract existence. And the highest forms of conceptual manipulation for both their souls and technically their bodies to an extent, and their names are even higher conceptual forms than those. So you can't really interact with them. You need like to bypass every single resistance they have, which is like 20 different resistances, like every single ability in fiction. Every attack they do can hurt the concept of your existence, your soul. And like have most forms of non-physical interaction. They can fear hacks you, empathetically manipulate you, manipulate the madness in your eyes, and then you're buffed, capped by despair, pain, things like that. So yeah, if you drop them into a weaker verse, oh, and they also have like 7 different types of immortality, mid-godly regen, and then like high godly regen for elite demons and higher. So, like, the strongest lesser demons, all mid-tier demons and above. Or the strongest lesser demons and all boss demons and above. And then they can self-actualize and use pain empowerment to jump massive gaps in power. Hell Vanguard immeasurable? You can argue the Hell Vanguard's immeasurable. If not, you can argue the Hell Vanguard would get there eventually. With pain empowerment and self-actualization. Plus, he has an energy source that technically transcends time. Because little demons do, technically, because their energy is the same energy as the one in the demon world, which can create things like time-traveling portals. So, yeah, their energy is not bound by, like, time in a conventional sense. So, it's definitely, you would definitely have a very, 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 very tough time killing a minor demon in DMC if it were put in another verse. It's basically impossible unless you have the ability to interact with all of their shenanigans. Alright. Oh, hi. Here we go.
Alright.
Hi.
Well, guys, that's going to be it for this stream. I'll be back in like a few minutes and I'll play something else for like the rest of the night so that way, you know, since Sundays are stream nights. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys on next